Went live on myself by surprise. Hello, what's that going on, everybody? Sorry, I'm eating pickled okra and had no idea I clicked the button. Because I love pickled okra. I like okra anyway. So let's see. It's going to be kind of boring because it's me right now. It may just be me. Tony and Chris, y'all were awesome. Look at y'all coming in on all three. How y'all guys doing? Thank you for coming in. Y'all let me know if you can see. Well, naturally, you can see my big butt. Make sure at least you can hear me. Let me know you can hear me good. Flavors and textures. I got you set up tonight. Thank you for coming in. Club South Carolina. We got some cool stuff to talk about tonight, y'all. Cool stuff. It's mostly, though, helping most people get their member stuff ready. And it is about the member section. But there's two things on the main website that everybody can use if you hadn't noticed already. Some of it I'm going to probably have to show you if we can find it, but I'm pretty excited about it. However, it's going to be kind of quick tonight, guys. We're going to cover some of the tech stuff and try to take off because it's been a long day, but we have somewhere close to 50, I'm just going to call it 50 chicks going in lockdown tonight. And we're actually late on doing that. They're still on the rocker, the Turner. What I didn't, well, I guess I didn't think about past couple of days is we have Bantam eggs in there with our regular heritage breed. And they usually come off 4 days. You know, they should be coming off now. The other ones can stay on there, but they should have went off yesterday and just put in lockdown, you know, and take them off the Turner. So we're just going to do them all at the same time. And it should have been done yesterday. So we don't want them cracking or what they call pipping. We don't want them doing that at all while they're on the Turners. So I ain't checked in the past 4 hours because we've been busy. So I just want to keep everybody updated. We'll be as close as we can to getting somewhere around close to 30 minutes to an hour, hopefully, and get some of this stuff covered. Boom. Hello, Boom. Tina Ladybug, Will. Thank you for coming in, Bubba. I think me and Bobby both sent you an email. Jules, I emailed you a link. Depending on how you feel, Bubba, you can come up and help out if you want to. If anybody else wants to come up, I'll just throw a link in the chat. I'm fine with it. Gemini, buddy, and Lippy, thank you for coming in. You guys go back over and check the page again. I've done some updates on it. Maybe you like it. City Boy Farming, thank you for coming in. Stringfield Ridge, we got you set up. Thank you for registering on Gardengurus. We got you set up. You just send me a private message and let me know about the club. I'm not sure if you have a club placement or not, but I did get you registered. Mary's Ranch, thank you for coming in. Golly, these pickled okra is good. I love it. Hey, Amanda, thank you for coming in. I forgot some of Boxy's crowd might be coming over. Hopefully we don't leave too early on the Boots and Bounty. Thank you for coming in. How y'all doing? Been enjoying some of those dances. Abby, another guru. Jules, you let me know, Bub, if you got that link or, you know, whatever you want to do. Tony, that's right, man. You got to hook up tomorrow. I'm excited to meet up with Yellow House on the Hill tomorrow. Simple ain't easy. Did I mention you? If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm going to quit eating the pickled okra in front of y'all. That's my last picture anyway. So I got a screen pulled up, y'all. I'll show you in a second. I'm sure a lot of you is going to, well, I have messages from people that's going to have to come back and watch it anyway. But I got my screen pulled up. I just have to share it with y'all. We had some updates. What I'm going to try to do when we have Couch Talk, when we do an announcement as far as Gardengurus itself goes. We're going to do that different. When it comes to the website and tech help, I'm going to try to work it in with Couch Talk. It's not going to be as fun as some of the lives that we do, but we're going to try to cover some of the stuff before we do the fun talk or whatever. Because I'm pretty sure it'll be shorter and shorter as we go. And eventually we're just going to start holding full lives. But right now we're just going to, since I'm still working on it, we don't have to do full dedicated lives to it. But Bobby has been a migraine victim for the past couple of days since we did all these expansions and stuff. So I told her just to take a break. I can go over some of this tech stuff with you guys. Let me see if I can get this screen shared up so we can get a normal default view, and then I'll take it down until we need it. Told y'all guys it's boring when you're messing with me. Gardengurus. There we go. All right. And there's my buddy Jules. Hold on, I'm going to take this down. Jules, you give me a thumbs up when you're ready, buddy.
I'm ready. What's up, man? Sorry, I sat there clicking on stuff. I didn't have my microphone and camera hooked up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good, man.
All right. Sorry I'm late, dude.
Oh, you're all right. I figured. I'm just happy you came up. I didn't even figure you felt like doing that.
No, I'm good. I'm pretty tired, but that's fine.
Yeah, I figured just a little. Like a bully, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, bro.
Oh, there's like a bullet homestead.
I figured you'd be a little tired. It's a 2-hour trip to come see your butthole friend.
It didn't matter which way you go either. I tried 2 ways, and it's 55 minutes, the end of the story. That's it.
Oh, well. Shaky, thank you for coming in, buddy. What's up, Jake?
Shaky's in here. Boots and the Bounty's in here. Nunya, what's going on, Nunya? I saw them tree things you put in that seed box. I can't grow that stuff around here. What's up with that, man?
We put him in there. He gave them to us, dude. We got so many of them. That was a fraction of what he gave us.
You know, wasn't there a locust tree in there? Some satsuma citrus stuff. I'm like, man.
Orange, yeah. Grapefruit.
Grape.
Yeah, hey, Jack is an awesome guru to have. If you need, don't say seed around him too much. He'll send you a Walmart bag full.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Nunya was sending out full gardens in a bag.
Garden in the bags, yeah. Caribou did the whole one bags, and it's pretty awesome.
We love you, Nunya. I'm just messing with you. I'm not in the right part of Carolina to grow citrus. You got to be way down east. I don't know. Did you take any of that? I didn't even ask. Did you take any the citrus stuff he sent?
No, see, Jake sent us that personally to me and Bobby with some jar lids that he sent us.
Yeah.
It was like I said, it was massive. What he sent us. So he told us to share the love with the seed box. So that was a fraction of what he gave us that we put in the box.
Oh, you put it in the box. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, from what he had gave us.
Man almighty.
And we still have plenty. We can plant some trees.
It'll work its way down. I need to get it down to 10 can.
Hey, Esther, how you doing? Boone, I'm glad your corn came up. I figured it would. We got Jules some honey select today, and I think it's going to do really good too because it's
Boone, don't count your cobs until you see the silks. And even then, it's Boone, man.
Bobby.
We'll be mowing that stuff.
Oh, y'all, Molly's captain.
I can see her now, man. She'll get that weed eater out and hit that corn. Forget it's not a weed. I got pounds. Seeds, I guess is what you said. What is Gardengurus about? A and B Outback. That's we'll hook you up on that in a second. It's a loose affiliation of local clubs, basically, so we can the network. Hey, Esther.
My 2-year-old smart boy, she's casted and covered the whole string.
Mallory trying to get in the car with me today.
Yeah, which I don't know. Marley don't do that, so I don't know.
Mallory, Marley.
Marley, yeah, she don't do that. She's like Daddy. She ain't trusting too much.
No, she's going after my Pepto-Bismol, trying to get in there and drive the car. So that's a smart kid right there.
Gave you a hug. She hugged you first and then tried to steal your Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah. She's got a future in swindling people, I reckon.
I think everything looks good, and you got some good stuff going on there, Boom. Be careful though. We got some good 30s coming, don't we, Jules? Wednesday and Thursday, yep. We got some 30.
Yep.
And guess who? What dummy's got stuff in the ground again?
Me, you, us. Hey. We got. This is a good. I know this is Gardengurus. By the way, A and B was asking. We need to get back to that question quickly. Well, let's do that now. He was asking what is Gardengurus about, and I gave a quick answer while you stepped out.
Sorry, Marty was trying to cast you. She's got the phone. She can cast pretty quick. Cover the whole screen up. Gardengurus is a worldwide gardening network system. It's like a support system. It's you don't have to be really a guru. That's what the guru stuff's all about. When you go, it's you give knowledge, you're getting knowledge, you share knowledge. We're all gurus when we use it. It's that's basically what it is, Amanda. It's just a big old gardening community that everybody in the world can be a part of. If you do any type of how to grow food, how to prepare food, everything except for mukbang, eating it, we don't really care. If you do any kind of DIYs like that, you use Gardengurus in your hashtag, and it breaks it all the way down. You can go all the way down into having a club and just building one support system right around you. Esther, I'm glad you come in. We hadn't seen you in a while. And there's Glenn. I'm Glenn. Sorry. Lazy Acres Homestead.
Yeah, A and B, there's a web page, You Grow Food, just the letter U, yougrowfood.com.
Somebody will put the link. I'm sorry.
And if you just search on YouTube, hashtag Gardengurus, you can watch videos from people from different clubs. So you could be just part of Gardengurus, or you could be part of Gardengurus and a local club.
Hey, Brian,
you have to put up videos. It's not about YouTube. It's about the local clubs more than anything. And we'll have some challenges, who has the prettiest tomato.
Yeah, we thought it'd be good for me.
Weed eat their corn, and I'm sure Voonchild's will win one.
We're probably going to do like first, we're just going to sit back and just watch everybody and look at the hashtag, like specifically the videos on the hashtag, and just start watching. Of course, we already are anyway. And just pick somebody that, and not even tell nobody what the competition's about. Like, just pick who did the best tomatoes one year, and then who did the best beans, or who did the biggest, whatever. And then just came out and let you know. And then that's how we're going to do the first one. Just lay back and watch everybody and just give out some prizes and stuff,
That's correct, A and B. And hey, Hands in the Dirt.
Thank you for coming in, Hands in the Dirt. Thank you, my friend.
Hands in the Dirt, I was talking about you today. I was over at Mike and Bobby Jean's place, and I brought you up. And you said, if you got the seed, plant the seed. And so that's what I'm doing.
Yep. And yes, Amanda, you can.
Of course, I should notify my neighbor I'm using a quarter of their lot, but I'll get to them later. Come on, Michael. You didn't bite on that one? I thought that was good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like you.
I have to fish in. I got to fish in my laughs now. I got to fish. I planted all my seed. But I didn't tell my neighbor I was using a quarter of their yard. That's all. It wasn't that fun.
I got stuck on shaky there for a minute, and I was like,
don't kick me out, but can I get an award for prettiest bud? Well, growing that stuff's legal in some states. I don't see why not.
Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure I announced it before, but the largest hemp place in North Carolina has invited us an email, Emmy Heritage Farms, to come up this spring and do a tour. And it is full spectrum. That these guys are on a massive scale. We was excited when they sent us an email. So we're going to, they invite us to bring the camera, so we're going to get to do a full YouTube tour. And we're pretty excited because for North Carolina, that's a big, huge step as far as anything goes, as far as medicine, natural medicine goes.
That's shaky. Be careful what you're revealing, man.
Hickory Crop, we got you guys set up today. We're going to be announcing those in a little bit. We can go ahead and do that now. I got the screen shared and ready. The first thing that we've added to the site, guys, we want to let everybody know is what I've called a profile card. I'm not even sure Jules has even got to go over and see this yet because
No,
it's been sporadic when I do it, but I'll do enough so at the end of the week I got some good stuff to show you guys. So
right.
profile card is exactly what I told you guys about 2 weeks ago I was going to add. And I'll go back over here to the website and I'll go to club listings. Now listen, in order for this to happen for you guys, you're going to have to be a club member that, as far as like going to the portal and registering your club. Because if you're not registered with the club, it's a whole lot of stuff to be doing. So, I mean, if you're active and you have a club, I'm definitely doing this for you. You go over to club listings. I'm not sure if it's going to let the pop-up show, but anyway, so you can see the difference in the format on the buttons here. And instead of clicking now, like Jules is going to be the first one, instead of clicking going to his page now straight to YouTube, as I promised, it'll spider through everything. So you have what we call a profile card here, and it depends on how you have it set up. I have mine set up on the right-hand side, and it was automatically set up until I resized it to just show up like this without a bar. So hey, this is, I'm sorry, I can't see anything over there. I'm back over here on the homestead. Do we need to chill out a second? Is there a question or something?
No, Bomber Steve just came in and said hello.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't see anybody coming in and out right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you do your thing. We'll just Boonchild can handle the chat.
Yeah, some you can go down through here and just click and see which ones are active. So, like Jules right now, all of these buttons down here, and the only reason why that thing is wigging is because of StreamYard. You guys can go over with your PC or your phone. If you go to your phone, these cards might be small, but you can stretch them right out. All these tabs here work. The YouTube button works. I don't have his Facebook, but if you want all the information, just send it to me in the private message through Portal, and I'll put that on there for you. But every one of those buttons work. I can add more buttons. I can add the Odyssey, whatever else you want. I can add up to 20, 25 buttons for your all your social media here, and that's just what it's going to do. Now, if you are a member of Jules's club, you can just click on the members area there. It'll take you right to it if you've already signed in before. If not, it will take you straight to the main page, and you'll have to log in before you get to Club Carolinas. So if you've registered a club, you're going to get a profile card, and you just send me your info. This is default. Jules didn't even know I did this, so he didn't set it up. You'll have to send me the info because I'm going to code it in with some security. As you can tell, it opens up as another page on its own. So I'll just have some like default info in there.
Yeah, that's why it's not coming up. It's a pop-up. So you'd have to go back into your share and share the pop-up screen.
Okay. Let's see if I can do it that way then. At least somebody told me. We go back and share and see if I can.
I go to share and Chrome tab, and then you should see a second. I guess I could put my camera back on. You should see a second.
Right.
Chrome tab.
Right. So I'll go back through it again. I'll just share the card itself.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's you can see Jules. You'll see the name of the club and whatever default. Like I said, he didn't know I was setting this up. Just his default club avatar, and it says that he is the founder. He does own Club Carolinas. He created it, and that's just some default info that I put in for him because, like I said, he didn't really know I was doing it. There's the members button that says click here. If you're part of the club that Jules started, it'll take you right into the members area. You can go anywhere from there if you want. It goes straight to his club. I have it set up for straight to Club Carolinas. If you guys so choose and want it to go straight to some of you, like let's see, flavors and textures, I still have to find the Club South Carolina playlist. So right now, when I set yours up, it'll go straight to your YouTube channel. Once I see your playlist, you do have a Club South Carolina on the portal, but I can't find your playlist. So once I can find it, your card will go straight to your playlist instead of just your straight YouTube channel. And the rest of the links I will search for, guys. I won't ask for it. I will go look for it for each club. But if I can't find it, just go ahead and take a look at those buttons and just think of the stuff that you're using or going to use. Let me know, and I'll program those buttons in for you, and you send me the links or however you want to do it. And if you want to, you ain't got to. But I'm saying for the people that's active, this is what you're getting. So everybody's going to be getting a profile card, and I will spatter it with all your social media. And that's just one way that people will be able to find everything that you're on. It's just your profile card. That's one way. We have 3 other ways coming, but I promise this, and there they are. We'll try to get you some HTML code in there, but for right now, that's what we're going to be using until I get everything splattered over into states, so we can start getting everything separated into states. And then I think we got some other things coming too for people that's not in the U.S. All right, so
did you explain the podcast button?
No, not yet. We was getting ready to do that. I got to take this tab down.
Okay.
Because it won't let me share 3.
Well, hold on. Let me comment on that. So obviously that's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, but that last little icon you see there is the podcast for your club. If you're wondering what that is, one that looks like a tower has got circles on it. That is podcast associated with our website. Anyway,
right. That was the next newest thing that we was getting ready to announce is we have our own. We did announce it in Highland Homesteads Live. Eva, you guys go check that live out. We had talked about it some then, but we're going to let you guys know in full that you can use it. So we have a podcast strictly assigned to Gardengurus website, and everybody can, just the members that's not part of a club can be part of that podcast. Jules has his very own section. He loves the podcast. He's going to do his own section. We thought if the club members wanted to, because I know there's already a few that's wanting it. If you guys want your very own podcast channel for your own club in your very own area, I'm willing to do so for you. And right now we have one set up. It's called Guru Pod. You go to the main website, you'll see it. I'll show it to you here in a second. And you can go right over there, click on it, and see the main scheme of what it is. And if you want one just like that for your own private club that you guys can post information on, videos, whatever, I'll program that for you, and you guys can start signing in and coding it the way you want and start adding your own videos for you and your club that nobody else can view unless you want them to. So that is the new one. I'll go ahead and try to share that and take Jules' pretty face down here for a little while.
That's a beautiful picture.
Sure,
little low definition there.
Again, there's some avatar. I'm just using the default avatar, so you guys wouldn't let me put hers up. She's like, you have to let me get a better picture. Hold on, let me see if I can get the normal.
I don't even. Hey, those listen. That wasn't a jab at Michael. I took that picture. That's a low def picture.
I don't care.
A little
shots at me all the time. All right, let's see. Here we are back here. Now, so right here where it says Guru Pod is the next one. I'm pretty sure this one we won't have any troubles with, but this is just the main scheme of it all. You have a sign-in button and an admin button, so for your club, you'll have your very own page. You will not be linked to this main podcast here. All this is default. I haven't even coded any theme or anything like that. So you can use your own HTML code or any type of responsive code. The reason why we like to use responsive is it'll auto adjust itself on tablets and phones to the best it can, which is why I like to code with it, because you can view it on everything. However, just keep in mind that on your tabs and your phones, I didn't exactly design it that way. It's just the code doing it best for your view on whatever tablet or whatever you're using to view it. Hey, Hickory Crawl. Glad you guys came in. We have your card active and ready on your club as well. You guys can go over and just go to club listings and then click on your name, and you'll see your profile card. If there's anything you want me to add, remove, take away, let me know in the message. Ginger Ninja, we got some cool stuff to talk about with you in just a little bit. So anyway, guys, this is just a general overview. I hadn't done anything but just put this in, and we did.
Hey, time out for a second.
Yes, what's that?
Small Water Charters.
Yes.
That's your buddy?
Yes, we love Small Water Charters. He is North Carolina family that just went over to Florida catching bigger fish with his feet in the sand. Leaving up better catching the bigger fish down there. Man, Lake Okeechobee at least got huge bass. Man, I've always wanted to go fish Lake Okeechobee. It's just constantly catching fish, double and holding double digits on 18. We love him, man. He's all right. He's still a Carolina fan.
Well, I wanted to say hello to Flavors and Textures because she said hello to me. And she's part of Club South Carolina.
Yes, she is.
Johnny came in, and Chicken Johnny told me he was going to join Club Carolinas because we grow better food down here.
Amanda, thank you for coming in. I was in Boxy's live. I know you got your nephew coming in. We can't be mad at you. We still love you, girl. Go have fun.
Oh, that's right, Boxy. I forget.
Yeah, we love Boxy. Todd's always been a good buddy. Support everybody. So yeah, y'all, you can. So as far as this goes, the eye facing goes, like I said, you can use. I'm going to probably be posting some links to some built-in themes or something you can go through and look at to make yours a little bit different. Post the videos that you want. As you notice, there's an admin button, categories button in home, so everybody will have their own password. But like I said, you won't have to come here to do this. This is the Gurus podcast. You'll have your own private page built with your own podcast for your own channel, and you set up your own passwords of who can and cannot view it. And you still can do your normal podcast, and of course it'll have to be approved by the admin of the website, but everybody's going to get a chance to throw up some videos on the normal podcast, and there's going to have some admins are going to have their own channel. Jules is going to have his own podcast channel there on the main. So yeah, every club member that wants it, I'm not going to go out and just code it, but I mean, if you want one, let me know in a private message on the portal. Make sure you're a registered club, of course. And if you want one of those attached to your club, I will put the link and make one for you. And you have the link right there in the portal, hopefully in your profile, or you can have one right there in your profile card that people can go to, and they'll still have to sign in if you so choose so. And you can make certain videos you want in this program that you want public. The rest of them you can hide away, or you can make them all private, however you want to do it. Once you have an admin password and your own page, it's all up to you how you do it. And we thought it would be a great option for you guys. So I'm excited about it. And right now, there's no limit. So if anybody's asking, there's no limit on what we're posting as far as bandwidth or size. All at one time, I'm pretty sure that it has its own built-in. I think it's somewhere around 2 gig or whatever. If we need to, I can up the size as far as the limit on bandwidth per upload, as far as, the size anyway. And we don't have no size limit on how many you're posting. So,
hey, and Flavors and Textures says that Club South Carolina had a meetup today.
That is awesome. Club Carolina's had 2, though they have been unofficial, because just like when you came, Jules, today, I didn't want a camera stuck in your face. I wanted you to be comfortable. Let's just hang out, talk, just have fun. I don't always want it to be about a camera, but we've had some really fun meetups, man. That wasn't official, Yeah,
that was fun today.
It's great that people's doing it, because that's what it was all about in the first place.
And I found a use for that portable chicken pen, electrified portable chicken pen. We put it right there. My daughter just got a house, and they got a dog. And, dog's going to run their path on the edges and make their X's and stuff.
Yeah.
Got hard pan clay, bad grass, and we need to redo that grass, but you don't want all that stuff down. It's got to be killed, tilled, amended, and reseeded, right?
Right.
You don't want all that. You don't want the dog in there. So I think what we're going to do is get some of that stuff that I saw at your place today.
It works really good
in real time, and keep that dog out of that area and get that part of the lawn going in the middle.
Yeah.
And then we pop it off. He won't be running trails through there anyway. And then everything else, the half-life will be done on the herbicide, so he ain't messing around. Because dogs dig, you can't have a bunch of herbicide out there and the dog digging around in it and sniffing it and all that kind of thing. So, hey,
yeah.
Robert.
Our dog don't go near it. They listen. They learn the color white really fast, and they'll just, they'll stay within 3 foot of it. They won't even go close to it. So It works really good.
And by the way, for those listening, I think lawns are a garden too. You just don't eat it unless you're a goat.
Yeah.
I mean, we try to keep our lawn weed free and use it for mulch. You don't want to be mowing up a bunch of around here chickweed and henbit and then throwing it in your garden beds.
Far North Live. Thank you for coming in.
Far North.
Now, I
And
know,
that's okay, Stacy. You could be light years behind in technology. The whole Garden Gurus thing is there's no requirements. You can use, all we're doing is giving everybody all the tools they might want to use, but you don't have to use any of it. You can just come in and read articles or watch videos. And
that's right, Stacy. That's right, Stacy. It's just like an informational portal. You don't even have to be part of it. You can just go view the website. There is going to be some public info there on the portal as soon as we get done. Some good infos on the regular website. And if you do how-to videos, you can just throw up a Garden Guru video once a year, whenever. You don't really got to do nothing, but you can definitely use the website because we're going to have a lot of good info on there.
Good night,
yeah,
Rich.
Basically, that's what it is. It's like a big multi-tool. You use what you need, and if you don't need it, don't use it. You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to put up videos. You just be
Not really. But we was really excited about, because I know there was 3 club members that was like super really excited about having their own podcast for their club, because they said it would be great to be able to use it as a bulletin board, which is another great idea that's being innovative, using your podcast as a video bulletin board for your club and then posting it in your private section where only your club members have to have a password to watch and do your news bulletins through videos. I think that's an awesome idea.
Well, Esther, hey, Thor, Esther, I forget that channel's name, Ross Family with Ross or something. But Esther, you can register on the webpage without being part of a club.
Thor Haven, thank you for coming in, Bubba.
And if you can start that club if you're interested in managing the club, but you don't have to.
That's right. You don't have to start the club, but you can become a member. I'm sure eventually there's going to be a club in that area. It might not be DC, Maryland. It might be Mid-Atlantic or something like that. Would include Delaware, maybe Eastern Virginia, the Delmarva area, maybe. Real Life with Ross. Isn't that the name of the channel? Michael? Mr. Michael looks like he froze. But anyway, Esther, you can go to You Grow Food and register just as a member of Garden Gurus. You don't actually have to be a member of a club to be in Garden Gurus. Delmarva. Yeah, well, you can start the Delmarva Club and start recruiting, and then recruit a co-captain or a co-leader, we should say, a co-leader of the club. And there's really not. That's kind of what we were talking about with Stacy. I mean, your club could use everything, or could just use the hashtag and put stuff on YouTube, or not even use YouTube. Just get together on Instagram or Facebook, whatever. This is not a YouTube thing. YouTube's part of the thing. Right.
So,
yeah, there's people that don't even have a YouTube channel that's coming on board. It's just using the website, the Facebook tabs, but they already have a garden club in their community already. They're actually clients of ours. They already have a really big garden club. They meet up in Ruleton clubs. They're just going to utilize the Garden Gurus hashtag and the website. So that when I said there was a lot of big things coming, that's a really big group that don't even utilize YouTube at all, and they're going to start using this. I mean, that's really great. You don't have to use any of it or all of it. It's all up to you. We just want to give you a big old multi-tool, and hopefully the ones that do utilize it. Me and Jules has had huge benefits from this thing, and we've only been doing this for a month, maybe, Jules. Really? I mean, just a couple of weeks, really.
A couple of weeks, yeah, half a month, yeah.
And, me and Bobby's picked up stuff that we've been looking for a couple of years. Everybody in our local area, Boonchild, Yellow House, everybody's already having meetups and doing swaps and everything. And so that's what
Club South Carolina just had their first meetup.
And I just finished that profile card too. So
there's another active club right there, Real Life with Michelle and Rob.
They are.
We have a lot of active clubs, but I mean very active club. At least on YouTube, I'm assuming they're doing other things, but
they're active on the portal as well. They have a lot of postings. I think they're like number 2 in postings.
Yeah.
And Brian from Castle Hives is really active. Both of those, they're working together in the club, but they both have their channels up. They
I
also
think Brian's in here. I thought I saw Castle
he
House.
was in here earlier, and I got him. Brian's been up the whole time, but his channel has one of those. His link had one of the little commas or whatever that had his whole channel completely greened out, and all I had to do was just delete that one little thing, and he wasn't even showing the whole time. So I fixed him today, and he went right back to his natural order. But he was in here. His club is up. He's with Michelle, set as an admin. They have their card going. Michelle, if you're not happy with the pick, any of the info, if you have any other buttons or links you want me to add and put in there on that card, you let me know and I'll do it. And that goes for any other. I think Hickory Croft Farm just came in here. They also have one too. So you guys let me know.
Rock in Ontario. Pete came in, if you missed it.
Nah, I didn't see Pete. Pete's Little Homestead. Thank you, my friend. Little Pete. Pete's always been one of our biggest supporters. Yes, their Hickory Croft is active. They just did their recruiting video, and I seen it this morning. It was awesome. How they explained it. They put up a map, circled the area. It was really good, and they had a really good explanation for it. And we did them a profile club card today. They're probably over checking it out now. So, and I sent them a message with it also. So they're up and going. They have their the only thing they have to do is approve their podcast. If you guys are still in here, let me know you want it, and I'll attach it to your page, and you guys will be off and running until we get the next little tool set up and announced for you.
Yeah, Abby, that's okay. I've been sick pretty much all month, and I've put some time into looking at the portal, but yeah, it's not. It's kind of like an old bulletin board system.
Yeah, we wanted to kind of be like we all like the, at least for the age group that follows my channel, according to YouTube anyway. We all used to the old 80s and 90s type forum, and I figured it would just be easier to get around that way, but it has way more power than that. Like I'm running through PHP and CSS responsive, so I mean, it's powerful. It's just easy to get around.
Abby had left and come back. There's Buddy Gemini too. Gemini Homestead, Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy. We redid y'all's page. I told DP to go check it out, and I can't tell you which one of them three is my favorite, man. But I can tell you they're all good.
First step, I need to.
And just figure it out, Abby. It's not, if you have questions, you can send us. We all have email tabs there. We have private message button in the portal. If you can't get in through that way, then you can get in touch with us through the regular website. Just all you got to do is let me know, and we'll help you figure it out if you have any kind of trouble at all. And another awesome channel and another awesome guru we're happy to have, Dan Permaculture, Food Forest. That guy's got tons of info. Seriously, if I considered a guru, it'd be him because he has tons of info. I love to watch him. I learned a lot of stuff from that dude as well. And that's another guy. He's an active guru. Like he started a club yet. He's just an active guru, and he's using the hashtag, and we love it.
If you emailed me lately, I may or may not have gotten to it.
Yeah, if you have me, I've been hanging out with Jules today doing meetups. I got to meet Yellow House on the Hill tomorrow. I'm sorry, I probably hadn't even checked it today since this morning around 9, which is when I got Steph and Chris's card done, Michelle's card done. I was working on Club South Carolina and Texas, none yet on the back 20 when you guys had showed up and I had to stop. But we'll get them all done.
If you go into my portal, one of the first things you'll see is log in or register. If you're not registered, you need to go there and register. But I thought Abby was registered.
Yes, I think she is registered on there. I can check. She was. And yeah, she also has her own club.
Yeah, the Missouri club. So might have to get a phone call.
Yeah, we'll check and see. And that's something else. We don't mind working it out, doing text and everything. But I will check it out. It's usually be at the end of the night when everybody goes to bed here and I start coding. When it's quiet, it's when I go check everything. And Wild Man, if I did not see you come in, little man, thank you for showing up.
Bye, Esther. Thank you. Form
Thank
that Delmarva Club. I tell you, buddy, they grow the heck out of some cantaloupe and melons out there on the Eastern Shore. Yes, they do. Best cantaloupe I've ever had was fresh directly. I was out there camping a couple summers ago. Eastern Shore, Delmarva, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. Yeah. Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, but the Eastern Shore, holy moly, man. I mean, the produce in that area is just fantastic. You know, they got that sandy loam, and you can get like seaside clams or bayside clams, so you can get them saltier or less salty. Crabs to die for, but you also got all that fresh coastal produce. I'm thinking of moving out there, really.
Just because of seafood.
Hey, last time I was there, we went crabbing. Beth, I'm not kidding you, man. Beth caught a blue crab. Look at me. Look at that. I'm not kidding you, man. It was huge. It took up the damn basket. The bottom of it was one crab. Boy, that was some good eating.
Yeah, I love it.
Grab that stuff, throw it in your boil, eating on that, finish that seafood off, grab your fresh cantaloupe right out of the field, put some salt on it. I don't know what else you need.
Thank you, Chris, Steph. Again, you guys, if you the podcast is going to be really easy to upload. If you're talking about as far as working it and the functions go, it is absolutely beginner level. Once you get your password, you will see. All you have to do is just like anything else. Get your video, pop your link in. It'll upload it just like any other video platform, and it'll be right there on your list, and you can actually put them in whatever order you want, and each video can have its own password or has its own rules and everything. So it's going to be really easy to use.
Yeah, we're actually using an FBI server, the back door, and so that way we don't have to worry about storage space. They don't have the best security if you ain't figured that out. It's a joke, YouTube. It's a joke, YouTube. It's a joke, YouTube. Okay.
Man, I can't even for that pickled okra is good. I love it.
Pickled okra?
Yes.
From last year?
No, this is from Amish store down the road.
Oh.
Which is actually why I got that jambalaya y'all seen today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, I forgot to grab some of that. Or did I? No, I didn't get any of that, did I?
Did you see the little okra pods on it already?
Yes, I did.
Crazy. Bomber Steve, we love you, Bubba. Just let them know when we get here. It was all a big joke. Just watch them.
Security is on its way.
Just when they just be part of the show. Conrad Homestead, if I didn't say hey to y'all, thank you for coming in.
I'm at the federal, what was it? The Federal Barn Institution is what I was talking about.
Let me make sure I didn't forget something. I thought I had something else. Yes, there was something else that. So as far as the logo goes, if you guys are registered,
thanks, Conrad.
You're registered with the portal. I have a. If you know the other site, I have all the Guru logos locked down because it is owned by Children's Acrylic. I have it all wrapped up, but you guys can take the logo. It's right there on the forum, and you can take it and add it to your videos. Chris and Steph thought this up. I think it's a great idea. Good way to take that brand and nail it in people's head. So you can take that and put it in your videos. Just don't make it like a copy or pastable form. Just stick it in your videos. Use it however you want, and eventually you guys are going to start getting your own custom colored ones for your club. I'll make it however you want, and you can use it for your club. Mark them out. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Just think about your own design. It don't have to be a Guru, but if you want one of those, you're definitely going to get one custom to you. But your club can have whatever avatar you want on it. It's perfectly fine with us.
The Raven Cat came in, Cecilia.
I'm sorry. You know how we don't. I'm not even on YouTube, so I don't even see her name yet. Oh, there it is. Hi, ambitious. Raven Cat, how you doing, Cecilia? Sorry, I'm on.
Yeah,
No YouTube tonight, just StreamYard.
Chris's stuff, that was a brilliant idea. I heard about it yesterday. I'm going to start doing that. We might want to repeat what we're talking about. You can use it as a water stamp, if you know what a water stamp is.
You can use it. You guys can use it at the end, the front, however you want it. If you want to use it just however, I don't really care. Just, keep it to you for your videos. Don't stick it where people can copy and paste it yet, You can do whatever you want with it. If you don't want the green and you want a different color, I have pink, blue, yellow, the gold we use for our channel. So, right now there's one up there. You can get it.
That's what I meant by water stamp. For those who don't know, if you got a PIP, picture in picture, so like if you got 2 video tracks, you could take that Guru logo and put it in the second track, and then you fade it in. It's got opaque. You should have an opaque control. So you pull that down, start it halfway, and see what it looks like. But if you embed that right in the video, nobody can actually copy and paste it because it won't be the pure logo. It'll have all other kinds of trash behind it.
Michelle, we're talking about the logo, the little bearded guru that I did for the Guru's logo. It has the white lettering in it. I posted it, I think, day before yesterday, and it's on the forum. You can take that logo or the Garden Gurus, either one, whichever guys you want. But I did the little guy. You can take that logo and use it in your videos if you want to. You don't have to, but Hickory Croft suggested it'd be a good idea to get your brand out, and I love it. I think it's a great idea. So you guys can go download that logo right there from the forum. You have to sign in, of course, and you can stick it in your video and use it however you want there. Just, make sure you put it in your video so people can be copying and swiping. You guys would be amazed.
If you put it in if somebody really, really, really wanted it, they still could get it if it was the pure thing, just by taking a freeze frame and cutting that out.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by water stamp. If you take the opaqueness down some, then it bleeds into the screen so they can't actually steal the pure logo and then use it on theirs. But even if they did, Michael's got it copyrighted, which means if somebody were to use it and Michael didn't care for it, he could legally demand they take whatever they used it on down, and he would win because it's his.
Right. We can do that. I got papers to do it with. And Abby, I'm sorry I ain't been keeping up with chat, but if you let me know what you're having trouble with or whatever, you'll try again. Lazy Acres was having trouble. I don't even know what happened to their account, but I could completely just send him just click one button to send him a whole new password and everything. I think I sent him something in like default thing. Heritage Art Homestead, hello. Thank you for coming in and saying hi.
Heritage Heart Homestead. Now, did you join one or the other? I guess you could join Club South Carolina if you wanted to, but they're down on the line, but they're on the North Carolina side, I believe. They're around Kings Mountain.
Yep.
And then Sarah's like South Carolina down from it.
Sarah's really, really close to Kings Mountain, right? Like just down below it, really close?
Yeah, but she's on South Carolina side.
Cool.
Over, I guess there's a battlefield up there or something.
Yes, we were talking about Gardengurus, Carolina Hill Country.
Carolina Hill Country, yes.
Yeah.
Club Carolinas is active and Club South Carolina is active. You can go to ugrowfood.com. That's with the letter U. Boone South link up. And you can check that out. And you can register now. How would you explain this in 15 seconds? Basically, it's not just a YouTube thing. Gardengurus is an affiliation of a bunch of clubs in different areas, and you can use YouTube, but you don't have to. Most people do. Yeah, that's right. Well, that's right. Of course, that's right, Heritage Heart. Why am I telling you that's right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the Kings Mountain Battleground SC. Yeah, I've been down there once. But yeah, Heritage Heart, you need to join one of those clubs. Carolina Hill Country, too. You can do as much or as little with it, whatever you want to do. Post videos.
Ginger, we have the box. Yellow House on the Hill in tomorrow. They was having some fun today, so we're gonna meet up tomorrow and they're gonna pick up that seed box, and your name is on the list. Sarah,
Hey, man.
her name is on the list. So Tony is aware of both of you guys, and I'm pretty sure he'll let somebody. He's making the video tomorrow, so and you guys are on the list, so he is aware.
Yeah, so we'll probably get it to Ginger, and then Ginger could get it to Sarah just by driving across the line.
Now, another thing he mentioned was he said him and Lazy Acres might sit down together and put stuff in, and that'd be awesome too. I think it's cool that they do stuff like that, because they're a family channel. I think that's cool. That would be nice too, because ain't nobody did that yet. That's another good idea. So absolutely, you guys can do that and pick a channel, pick one of those channels, so that you guys are on the list. They have the information in your channel name, so you guys are going to be getting it, definitely, both of you. We just don't know what order. We don't know what order. Thank you, Michelle. You guys can use it, and like I said, I'm going to start doing some. I have like 4 or 5 different colors now. If you have to have a different color, just let us know. I think I got pink, green, blue, and red. I think. Matter of fact, I'll just post them on the forum when I get them there. You guys can pick those colors. But yeah, thank you for using it, because it's a good idea and it'll help us get it out. Our little adventures. I don't remember saying hello to you, but if I didn't, thank you for coming in. There's a lot of people just coming in tonight, and you're perfectly fine with that, because we know not everybody's going to come in and talk about gurus. Not everybody that comes and visits us cards. We have a lot of people that come in from Boxy's channel Outdoors. We get a lot of love raids from friends, and they're not gardeners, so they'll come in and say, "Hey, how you doing?" and wipe back out. We love you guys too, because we're all one big family. It don't really matter if you guys ain't growing your food. We still appreciate you coming in. We are going to have some more of those shows. I just want to make sure that our gurus are took care of. We was going to have some fun discussion tonight. The reason I want to keep it short is, I don't know if I said it before, me and Bobby have somewhere around, I'm going to round it off, really close to 50 baby chicks that go into lockdown tonight, and we're about 2 days late. And the reason why we're 2 days late, because you guys know I'm on top of that with my chickens. I forgot that we had stuck 12 Bantam eggs in with the heritage breeds, and those guys come off on day 16. We don't like to turn our eggs after that, so it's not a good thing when your chickens are pipping while they're still on the egg turner, and we're a day late from getting them off. So if you guys wonder what we do on that, and I know it's off topic, but if you got your chickens mixed up and they're incubating, it's perfectly safe to take them all off the turner and just let them all go in lockdown at the same time. And that's what we're going to do with our heritage breeds. We're taking them all off the turner and doing them at the same time.
You should have got Beth to help you out today.
I didn't think about it. Man, we got the 2 down there that you seen, the little show, the spotted ones.
Yeah.
They're sitting on at least 10 or 15 down there in the blue barrel. We got 30 in the house in an incubator, or 37. We got close to 50 that's going in lockdown. And then the chickens down there have maybe 10 or whatever that they're doing themselves. And they're maybe a week off from hatching there. So,
well, y'all could have done that, and I could have watched Marley and hung out with your father-in-law in the shed, and made sure that was okay.
Oh yeah. Well, Stephen, what we do is we like to make sure the kids is in bed, because if you ain't familiar with how Marley is, it don't.
Yeah.
Marley can't be around the incubator. That's for sure.
He is something else, man. Curious. Hendrix was a hoot too.
Yeah, he's a social butterfly. He loves to farm, but he gets the chance to go over and play with Leela. He goes and plays. Marty, she's all right till she hears the tractor crank up, and she's got to go work. So we just keep her at home, because she don't care. You ain't gonna make her stay away from a tractor. So they can't hold on to her when it's time.
I forgot about that. Yeah, she was running around. Can I tell that story?
Yeah.
She's running around and just getting all over everywhere. And Michael went and turned the lawn tractor on. It's got a cart attached to it, hooked up. And he just turned her on, put her in neutral. And Marley climbed up in the back of that cart and just sat down and waited. She was ready for a ride.
He's literally bad. If somebody cranks up the tractor,
I'm not joking. Michael didn't say nothing to her. She just come right over and climbed right in. Like, man,
really bad. If she hears the tractor crank up, we have to chase her down because sometimes Papa gets on the bush hog, cranks the tractor up, and he don't even think about it, you know. And if she hears it cranking up, she's gone.
She's running to it.
Yeah, and so we have to watch her really close. She's crazy. She'll climb up on anything. She's a farm girl. Or maybe it's just a riding, but she don't mind getting dirty either. She likes to get in there, dig, put plants in the ground. And they love you too, Boone. They're waiting. They're waiting for Bella to come back to this big old spread out here so they can run through the field. They love it.
And no offense to any other clubs, but I'm tickled that Heritage Heart, Homestead, and Ginger, Ninja's coming in. You know, you got Blue House and Myra, Flavors and Textures.
Yeah.
Carolina Hills was in here. I'll have to say, Patriot.
Probably getting big, man. It's awesome. I love it.
Patriot Farm Homesteads and the thing. I mean, like, just reaching out from one member to the other. It's like 20 minutes you're here, 20 minutes you're here, 20 minutes you're there. There's a bunch of us right up here that's within a reasonable drive of each other. And that was a good drive today too, man. The way back, I gotta be careful what I say, but the way back, the 2-lane highway coming back through those towns, that wasn't nothing. And got to our second town, you know, the one I'm talking about, starts with an M. Yeah. Once I got there, I felt like I was home already anyway.
Yeah.
20 minutes from my house. It's like, well, you know, this is my town right here.
Yeah. We're a little sticky, but still, we out in the sticks a little bit, but I love it, man.
Hey, we were driving down there, and Beth says, you know where we're at? I said, yeah, I know where we're at, but I didn't know there's a Walmart on this side of the interstate. And then we drove down and said, there's the Lowe's. I said, yep, that's where we shot the video the other day. Well, that is nothing from your house. Getting from there to your house is nothing. And next time I'm going that way. The only thing about it, as you know, it's rural. You got 2 issues depending on time of day. Well, not right now because of what's going on, but normal part of the year, you got to watch what time you go because of school buses. But then weekends, you know how it goes. A lot of people that take, you know, they'll run their tractor down the highway to their buddy's farm a mile away on a weekend, you know. Yeah, I'm sure you've been behind that. Of course, you're in the Amish country, so you've been behind the buggies. But you know what I mean? There's 2 lanes, and you get behind something, you're just kind of stuck. Yeah. There ain't much you can do about it.
And it's always the people in front of you that said, look, you're on a country road, so, you know, you're just going to deal with it. They don't care.
Hey, Stringfield Ridge Farm, it's your turn. You got the 1-minute explanation of Gardengurus. Do you not see it yet?
You'll get it all figured out.
I have to get it all figured out, and the Gardengurus is still a little confused. It's mostly about local clubs. There's a hashtag Gardengurus that you can use on any social media. And there's a webpage, yougrowfood.com, and you can register there, and you don't have to be in a club, but you can join a club. And if you don't have a club, you can start a club. Right. I mean, there aren't any rules. You can do as much or as little as you want, but the main objective is to connect people locally with others that can help them, particularly sharing seeds. We were talking about that today. In fact, you know, getting seeds from the area you're in is actually better if they're harvested from whomever's giving them to you, because you know they work there.
Right, exactly.
They're adapted to your local environment. Just not sure about making a club yet.
This is how you work. It depends on how you registered. If you registered, and I know how you registered because I know who you are, I know your name. So you register at Springfield Ridge. If you are starting a club, all you have to do is make a playlist of that club on your social media. Now I'm going to recommend whatever, like YouTube, of course. But once you do that, I'll know the name of your club, and I'll make you a club on the portal and attach it to your name. You don't have to do anything else. And it'll show up that you're a member. Then it'll give you a link to your club, and then you'll get to go in and do your profile and set everything up like that. So you don't have to even create the club. You just let me know what the name of it is, and make sure it's the same name as your playlist. You don't have to do anything but like your club name, make that the playlist. and we'll attach that club to your name on the portal, and you're done. We'll do it all for you.
If you want to be the leader.
If you want to be the leader, there is clubs to join, but you definitely can start one if you want.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely active and register on the site. All you have to do is make a playlist. If you're starting a club, let me know what the name of that is, and I'll get your club going on the portal, and you can start recruiting.
Where is Stringfield Ridge Farm? I've been sick all month. I have foggy brain anyway.
Actually, proud to say that we're getting so many members, it's hard to keep up. And I know that sounds bad, but it's getting pretty big. So, I'm excited about it. I don't exactly know their location, but I know their members. That was like earlier too. I think they registered, believe it or not. I think they registered before. That was like number 7, I think, Stringfield was. I'm looking at their profile right now.
Simplistic Ain't Easy says, and they're the Great Lakes.
Yeah, they don't have any location on their club. They just have a name, and that's it. So how I know, guys, is I have the form set up to where if you have a star by your name, it'll say Guru, and you'll have 1 star. That means you've made at least 1 post. The form, it'll recognize you as registered, but you won't be active registered until you make 1 post somewhere and you get that star by your name. And sometimes that's why we don't see you yet. I have to go in and register you as an activated member instead of just registered. Jules just got his star, I think, 3 days ago when he first did his club thing. So once that little star is by your name, you are active and we can see everything you're doing. If you don't have that star, I can still see. I just got to go look for you. So you guys
I have seen Simplistic, if you could drop the exact name so Michael knows. I think it was Great Lakes, hashtag Club Great Lakes or something.
Let me look right. I can look.
But I've Simplistic Ain't Easy, Simplistic Farms. I've seen that club on the page, and now I don't see it.
We have Great Lakes Garden Gurus, Western New York Garden Club, Garden Ohio Together, Eastern Ontario Gardeners, Club South Carolina, Big Sky Garden Club, Club Carolinas. So if it ain't been registered, because I don't see it on here either.
Yeah, Great Lakes Garden Gurus. I think that's the one.
Yeah, we have Great Lakes Garden Gurus, and it's attached to Simplistic Farms.
Oh, but the club's not registered.
Right.
Okay.
It's there. It's a club, Great Lakes Gurus, and it's attached to Simplistic Farms, but it needs at least a post. And I don't see a star by his name, but it needs at least a post. It's ready. All he's got to do is just post and start recruiting. The club is attached to your name. I think you have to go through and set up your profile. Stringfield Ridge Farm, you haven't set your profile up on there either. You don't have to do anything, man, that you don't want to. But when your club, once we activate the club, you at least make like a profile and put some information there and save it so it'll be active too. And then you can use that link straight to your club on any social media. And I'll make you a card in the next 24 hours and attached to that club.
Hey, good night, Stacy.
Thanks, Stacy, for coming in, Bubba. I enjoyed that trellis video. I think I made a comment on it. If I didn't, I did watch it and like it.
Yeah, we'll get that fixed up for you. Simple Ain't Easy. But you do have to follow.
And also, there are a few people that have personal settings to where you can't see if that's the case, let us know. We'll send you a different link inside the email. There are members that couldn't see it because of the personal firewall settings. They couldn't get the portal actually to pop up. The little box to sign in was blocked up to some kind of pop-up thing or whatever. But anyway, they can get a direct link in email and go through it that way. And you're very welcome. It was a good video. I enjoyed it. You got to get down in size the way lumber's going now, man. It's crazy. And that's a good idea. It's still strong enough. It'll hold. I think it was a great video. And that's exactly what I am busy with. Simple Ain't Easy. I'm just busy with helping you guys get everything straight. That's what I wanted to do. The reason why we agreed to make this thing active the whole time was I wanted you guys to be working out your bugs while I was working out mine. So by the time we're all active and running, you guys don't have to wait for me to build the web page and then figure it all out and then us have to do that. I'd rather for you to work with me, work out your bugs while I'm working out mine, so we're all active and at the same time going. You guys will eventually stop and be set up however you set up your personal level. It doesn't matter how you do it, but you'll be set up and we'll always be growing and I'll always be working on it. But you guys eventually won't have to do anything else once you get your bugs worked out. But that's what we're here for. That's what we're busy doing, helping you guys get it all figured out. When this live ends, I'll go back and I'll probably code some more till probably 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning on it. So anybody have any questions? Like, he's not in here, and me and Jules are much better looking anyway. We're more fun, but we're still willing to answer questions.
Where's Bobby?
Well, she can't hear. She's over here. I told her I was going to make her come in here, and said she wanted to, but me and you can handle it. Her head got really bad. I think we're the old migraine, and I just told her to take a nap. I can handle it. She's like, I'm not trying to answer no tech questions tonight. So you don't have to. Just worry about yourself. We'll take care of the baby chicks later. Buddy, that'd be awesome. You guys y'all gonna do good in your garden, and it's good. There's a lot of stuff you could take with you, and everybody's going to be able to learn stuff from you anyway. By the way, on the other side of the spectrum, Clucking Good is all in the family, but I'm all about that twerking stuff, man. That's really good stuff. So I'm just gonna be buying some more because it's great.
Hello, Heritage Heart.
Well, we're happy to have you on the other side of the garden in part 2 because y'all guys are gonna have a pretty garden. So absolutely, just let us know if you need some help doing it, and we'll get you set up and going.
Got a question for you there, Michael.
All right.
F&P 1005.
After you register, how do you join a club? Okay, if you guys hadn't noticed already, I've shared the screen a couple of times and it didn't work out good. I think Marty's over here. But on the very bottom of the screen, when you register it, I will show you the screen again if you want me to. I'll try to share it one more time.
Don't forget it's a pop out. You got to share the pop out. What is it? Eastern Ontario Club. I think theirs is active too now.
Yeah. After you sign in, if you sign into the portal, you go to the very, very bottom, all the way down to the left-hand side of the screen. There's a little bitty gray bar. Now, for some reason or another, back in the day, forums were set up like that. All your homing buttons and navigation was on the very bottom of it. It's not at the top, and that's what confuses a lot of people. So instead of looking for your navigation at the very top, go all the way down to the of the My Gurus portal, and you'll see forum team, contact us. You can go back to Gurus portal, which is your homepage. It'll go all the way back to the You Grow Food website. You can go back to the top, and all those buttons a lot of people overlook. You can find, after you do that, you can find teams that way, or you can go straight over at the top left-hand corner where it says User CP. You click on User CP, and you scroll down to where it says Group Memberships under the Miscellaneous tab on the left-hand side. If you click on Group Memberships, that doesn't mean you have memberships anything like that. That's all the memberships you can join.
Right.
And if you click on that button, you will see at least 7 or 8 clubs, and those are the ones that are active. That don't mean we don't have more clubs, but those are the ones that have actually registered. They actually have their club going, and they have a profile card, and they're recruiting right now. So those are the ones you can join. And here comes my Boxy Love Raid. All my outdoor people are coming in. Thank you, Boxy. I always appreciate it. You know you guys don't have to do this, but you are the man, Todd. We sure do love you. I ain't going to be able to get all you guys. The small water charters, you know we love you guys. Unpaved Explorer, I know all you guys are coming in here from Boxy. Thank you so much for the support. We was getting ready to wind her down for the night talking about Garden Gurus, but I told him you guys was coming in, and we sure do appreciate it.
Well, we missed one before we got slammed there. Garden State Gardener come in. Had a good live. I couldn't get in there because I had stuff to do before you started, but I glanced over there and 66 people hanging out in that live.
Yes, sorry, Garden State Gardener. Track and Bass 1979. Of course, you get now chat's rolling in with 30 people. So, I can't keep up with it all, but thank you very much, Garden State Gardener. Boxy, your strawberry jam is on in the shipping box Monday morning coming out, Bubba. So,
what's up, brother Boxy?
Italian bread in that jam review because I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it.
It's North and South Homestead.
Yeah, they try to every Sunday night. Cecilia Boxy goes at 8. He's always been. Well, we love that guy. You know how Boxy is. He's always helping somebody else out.
Oh yeah,
he's a great person, and if we're going, he always tries to rate us and get us views and stuff. MMO's always been a big help to us.
Yeah,
and that's fun. I just didn't see you in here, but yes, we love it when you come in.
Smallwater's got a fishing trip waiting for you, brother.
I'm telling you, dude, he keeps on offering. He knows I ain't playing around. I'm a big old bat. I love my mossy backs. You don't get double digits here in North Carolina like you do in Florida. And that man's rolling them in left and right. And I know it happens. I watch it all the time. Small water charters. Thank you, Tony, for bringing Believe on the Cross. Thank you, guys.
The best life, I don't know. Did you see that?
That's the first time I've seen you comment in a while, man. Well, that's crazy. No, I'm scrolling back now, Bubba. Here's the last one I see from you. It went away.
Thank you, Garden State.
There we go. I hope that's not the one you're talking about. It's not going to be like a specific one. I think we have some on the podcast and stuff like that about how to utilize them in there. But as far as like the breeding topics and all that other stuff, I'm not sure. I got some big stuff coming with another channel. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it yet or not, but I'm going to be directing that toward another channel. I will tell you it's directed with the Lala Farm. Super excited about some stuff coming up with them. Definitely said yes to. So all of that's going to be directed over there for a while. And then it's going to be stuck right here with MB Heritage Farms with our MB Midas Gold breed that's going to be coming up. We've been keeping it quiet for a while. We're going to be introducing a lot of that stuff, but it's not really going to be part of Gardengurus per se directly. We got some stuff that goes in using them with the garden, but most of the straight topics for chickens probably won't be.
So Abby's asking for Missourians. F&P says Club Alabama isn't active yet.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and state that there has been people asking for Club Alabama, and I'm going to go ahead and state that I don't really have one up because nobody's took it. So let me just say, if somebody wants Club Alabama, just go ahead and register and send me a private message to say Club Alabama's mine. The first person that sends me that message can claim that club. I have it already. I just don't have nobody that's registered and claimed it. You can make it whatever name you want. Just Alabama is still open. So if somebody wants it, you're more than welcome to take it. Just let me know.
Good night, Heritage Homestead, and I'll read that back because Michael's wheeling and dealing, but he says to tell Bobby G hopes to feel better. Hope she feels better. I
definitely will. She was going to come in here, but I'm pretty sure she just fell asleep. I'll definitely tell her though. Thank you very much. I ain't gonna make her come in here and hang out just because we're doing tech talk. Y'all can deal with this prettiness anyway. That's what I told Boxy. That's why I had to put a green screen up. People like to come in.
Get back to that seed thing, man. You got to use a little pressure there, man. Put a little pressure on Tony to get Lazy Acres to get in there, get some stuff in that box. I know they got some unusual seeds. They must have some unusual seeds.
Oh, yeah. You know that, man. You know he can grow some food. Glenn grows some food.
Oh, good God almighty.
I like to have some of that milk. Always talking about milking the cows. Jules, you should have got some of that breakfast this morning, man. That bacon.
You know, I was trying back, man. It's 2:00. It's like, man, I should have ate before we left.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize till we left that we never got to the food inside.
I know.
It was 3 hours outside. I was like driving down the road. I was like, damn, we never. Hope
Man,
you weren't offended, man. I told you what happened. When I gotta eat, I gotta eat.
I'm the same way.
If we'd have got there on time, I would have eaten a big old breakfast. But because somebody didn't get up,
we stayed in the house and just bet our face half the time, and then we went outside and bet our face.
now we swap positions. She's in bed and I'm up. But last night it was the opposite.
Yeah.
Oh, Boonchild was in the garden. She put up a video on, I think it was Instagram. Are you in the garden? And it was like 8:30, 9 o'clock last night.
Thank you, Flavors and Textures. I'm doing your card and everything tonight. So sorry for being slow.
Good night, Myra. But she's up there. What are you planting in your garden? I said, I was planting my back on the couch at that time. So I was up early. I was ready to roll your place. Remember, I texted you. You texted me and I texted you. I was ready to go.
I love that bacon seed. That's what
Bacon
I know.
seed. Yeah. Send me some bacon seed.
We've been trying to find some around 25, 30 pounds. We love leaning in. That's our Carolina fam.
Woo! North and South, don't do that. At least get a shake in the morning. Get you a NutriBullet. Throw some veggies in there. Sneak in a little collard green. Get some iron. You're good to go.
So we got a bunch of stuff we had to go get started today. And after y'all left, I opened up the seed box again and our test tube, our little paper towel testies, and we had to put out all of our sangria after you left, all of our thin cantaloupe after you left. All that had to be put in the ground. We already did the cucumber melons before you came in. Not cucumber melons, but lemon cucumbers is what it was. Mm-hmm. But then after y'all left, we started opening up all our stuff, and everything was forcing us to put it in the ground. So we worked another 2.5, 3 hours putting everything in dirt.
Yeah, I had to too, and I held back some stuff because of what's coming.
Yeah.
But really, I shouldn't be planting eggplant and okra right now. Anyway, it don't really matter.
F&P Farms, I will go ahead and get you set up. I'll just go ahead and make it yours since I seen that now in chat. You can definitely have that club. It's just, guys, if you send me a message and you actually put the work forth or you actually just register and claim it, I'll give it to you. Meet me halfway, so it's yours. You can have it.
No, Michael needs to, that's Missouri Circle of Gardeners, Abby. He just needs to, well, how does that work? How does she get her star to make that official? She's registered.
Once you register, you really don't have to do anything with the club part. I'll build it for you. All you have to do is make a playlist. And then in that playlist, we already know what your club's going to be, right? So now that you've actually registered, you have to go somewhere, find a place on the forum, even if it's you're stating about your club, go somewhere and make a post. I think it's 1 or 2, and you'll get a star by your name, and it'll recognize you as being an active person because you've at least made 2 posts on the forum. That'll highlight your name on my side in the admin part, and then once I see you're active, I can easily right-click on you, and you have tons of options, and I'll attach you as the founder and CEO of your club. Then, once I attach you to it, you'll have a link to where you can start setting up your profile and doing things the way you want.
She does have a playlist. She's got the hashtag on the club list. Is when you click it, it goes to YouTube playlist. So she's just that one step away.
Just that registration part that you didn't do. Now that you did it, you don't have to do anything but wait on me. I'll do the rest for you.
Well, she's still got to go create a forum for the club and get active on the
At
board.
least make the post so you can get a star by your name.
Yeah.
But I know what your club name is. I can go ahead and work on that part while you do that. But it's really easy. Just go on the forum, find somewhere, make a post or post on somebody else's stuff anywhere. Just click on some of those things, read some of them, say hey to somebody, do a buddies list, add somebody to your friends, send a private, do something to be active on the forum, and watch your name and you'll get a star. It's kind of like a rep point or something for doing some posts. I think you need to make at least 2 of them, 1 or 2. Once you get that star, then it highlights you and I'll see you as being active, and then you have those options. Right now, there's a lot of people that's registered, but they're still grayed out. So, guys, for the people that has went and registered, if you hadn't went and made a post, you hadn't set up your profile, you hadn't clicked on anything, you're registered, but it's not going to make you an active member until you actually do a post, which is fine. You don't have to, but for these options to pop up, you at least have to be active so I can see it, or I have to go seek you out. Either way, we can help you, but once you register, just go make a couple of posts.
Abby, just go to my Club Carolina forum and just say hello, Jules.
Yeah,
and reply to whatever, and then you'll get your star. But you don't really need to star, but that will notify Michael that you're active, and then bam, you'll get your club page.
Also, Will, the best life, check your email because you have probably 2 different accounts already. Use one of those and try to sign in first. And then when you do, you can go
right back.
To set your own stuff your own way. There should be, no, there's not should be, there actually is, I know. Once you go sign in on one of those default accounts, you'll have questions to where you can sign in and do your own setup, change your password, your name, and we already know you're in with another club. And I think I have you active with that club already. I think. If not, just make sure you check your email, sign with one of those, and rework one of those. And if neither one of those work, since the portal's working for you, then try registering your own way. Either way, as long as it's working. Thank you, Abby. We really appreciate it. It's going to be a whole lot better. It's just going to take a little time. I want to make sure that every tool that I make for myself as I go, everybody else has that same tool available. So everybody's going to have pretty much the same options we have as far as club leaders go and people that work it. For the people that work it, they're getting everything we get, everything. For the people that's not working it so much, you're still a guru. That's just a part of it. You don't have to do anything to get that support. You can still get it, but I really hope everybody starts recording some of these get-togethers. We're going to see Yellow House on the Hill tomorrow. Lazy Acres Homestead is eventually going to be in one of our get-togethers. Club Carolina's really active. Boone Child, we've already had 2 meetups with Boone, a big old cookout. She's like family to us, and that's what we're trying to do. And we did it. Club Carolina is active and going. I'm really proud of how far it's gone so far. Because even if everybody goes off grid, I've already connected with so many people, and we're already helping out each other in so many different ways. I love it. And that's what we wanted everybody else to do in the first place, but you don't have to. There's a lot of really big channels coming on board that's just happy the way things are going, and they just want to support it by using the hashtag. You can do that. But the people that's registering in that is actually using their club, like Rob and Michelle, Hickory Croft Farm, Free Handling Made, those people that's going active and doing this thing wide open is the people that's already starting to benefit from it. Just like Club Carolina. Me and Jules ain't just sitting up here bragging. This stuff actually started happening, and we didn't really, it just fell in our lap with all the stuff that was happening, the support, and we didn't expect it to be like that, but we thought it'd be amazing for everybody else to have the same thing, and it'd be great if you guys do it, but if you do it at your own pace.
Just in a little 2 weeks, there's been 2 things in Club Carolinas, plus 3 different people have elderberry in the ground that I found where I live that couldn't be found where they live.
Yeah.
And I got some watermelon radish that's already come up. Some other seeds been swapped. I mean, obviously seeds don't come up like that, but yeah, that's what it's about. It's about the local stuff. We talked about this for months, and I hate to beat a dead horse, and I watch a lot of channels, but there's a lot of stuff. It's so far out of my zone. It's interesting, but it's not as useful, I guess I'd say,
Right.
as knowing people that are right around me. I mean, we've got a specific type of soil around here.
We do.
And, you know, even in this state, if you go down east, what they do over there has got nothing to do with what we do over here. Nothing at all.
It's crazy how 2 hours away make a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
There's some stuff, you know, my uncle could do 2 hours away, and he's like, man, you're crazy if you can't get it. And I'm like, well, you're crazy if you can't come up here and get it to do it. And he didn't believe it, but he believes it now. It's ridiculous how different stuff can be. So I know for a fact that all my pepperoncinis and all my bales can go to your house and do just as awesome as they do at my house.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's so great about it, you know. And North and South Homestead, as of right now, registered. Like I said, it's a first come, first serve. There may be people that's asked, but nobody's registered, and there is not a registered Kentucky right now as far as Maine State goes. No, there's not. So if you want it and you register first, it is yours.
Yeah, and don't worry about if you're new here. The long-term thing is, well, like we started Club Carolinas, plural, but there already is a Club South Carolina.
Yeah.
And if there becomes a Club Carolina Mountains, that's fine. And if there's a Club Coastal Carolina, that's fine. So yeah, if you want to do it there, North and South, you can just do whatever that's Kentucky wide, like Michelle and Rob have Grow Together, Ohio.
Yeah, Garden, Ohio together. They're really active. They're going to be a really big club because they're doing everything that they said they was going to do. They already recruiting. They have a page and everything. So, yeah. Bradley, thank you for coming in. My Australian family, I love Bradley White. Awesome.
You guys think AAA, like the auto thing, lots of different levels of AAA. But it's all connected to the big one. So that's basically the model. There's Gardengurus, and then there are the clubs at the different level. And I love how we set it up. You can do what you want. You can do everything or do next to nothing.
We're trying to set it up to where you can do as much as you want and grow as much as you want. But also, it don't matter if you don't do anything at all. Like I said, use a hashtag once a year. It really don't matter. That's what's so awesome about it, you know. No rules, no time limits, worldwide, and you get what you want out of it, you know. Whatever you want out of it, work it and get out of it.
Mark, good luck, man. I hope you get your job.
I enjoyed the other show, dude. I hope the wind helps out a whole lot this time, or at least cooperate so you can get something done. But I appreciate you stepping in here, man. And I was glad I got to catch that show because I don't get to catch a lot here lately with this stuff going on, but it was fun to watch anyway. Thank you for coming in, Mark.
I hope you get a neck rising up like a periscope.
Yep. Double beard. Always drip with the double beard, Bubba.
Get that choke right and slam a.
You're fine.
Yeah, yes, Abby. Yeah, 2 minutes is fine. And really, it's not a rule, but the idea is videos that have the hashtag should be how to do something. Should be educational in some kind of way.
String food, you don't have to have a state. That's the great thing about this. You name it what you want. You don't have to have a location in your name. We just suggested because people weren't coming up with, they just wanted to know how they should do their name. We only suggested a location because of the main states, but this thing is going to spider down. The only way it's going to be able to be that person to be is by breaking it down into smaller categories. So eventually there's going to have to be, Eastern Texas and Southern, whatever, down into your area. So it's okay if you don't have a location in your name. Name the club however you want to name it, because through your recruiting and your applications, your profile card I'm building you, all that's going to be spotted out and people's going to know where to find you anyway. So feel comfortable naming your club, whatever you want to name it. Just keep it family friendly.
Yeah, there's a Great Lakes. There's a Club New England. There is a Eastern Ontario already. We're Carolinas. That's not a state. But there's already a club, South Carolina.
Right.
And the suggestion that Stringfield made was Highland Homestead, and that's a whole different thing because Homestead's obviously in a Heartland Homestead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see that would work for them too, connecting with other homesteads over multiple states. You're gonna have a lot more condensed gardeners than homesteads. So
thank you, Cecilia, if you're leaving. Sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of slow.
Yeah, Bradley. Yeah, Bradley. And Bradley said hello to us earlier. That's who I was waving to.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said hey to. I love Bradley White. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm an Australian fan. We got such a big support in Australia, man. We love Australia. We just call them Australian fan. Bomber Steve, Sweeney's Creek Farm, Australian. All of our Australian friends.
You're right, Bradley. But we didn't realize how quick this was going to go. It's only been 2 weeks.
It,
2 weeks and 2 days. 2 weeks and 2 days. So we always anticipated what you're saying is that things would eventually have to break down to specific areas because states have different growing conditions. Eventually, the other thing is you can be in Club South Carolina and Club Carolinas. You can be in both clubs. You know, we just wanted a statewide thing for clubs in the state, but you got to start with the statewide thing first. Just like the Gardengurus is the global thing. And you can be part of Gardengurus and not even be in a club. And then you could be in a state club and then a region in the state. But you're right. It's an area-based thing.
Yeah. But yeah, of course it would have to be for that main support. And like I said, we really want people to utilize that part of that closeness support, but you don't have to. You're definitely going to see a lot of it from the clubs that are utilizing this tool that we're giving you. You'll see a whole lot of it happening because that support system is what's so awesome. And it's not just getting things, it's the friendship, the knowledge, because you could just sit down like me and Jules having a 2.5, 3 hour conversation today. So much stuff was swapped. I mean, just in the conversations you don't really get to have on YouTube. It's really amazing that's the stuff you can learn from people.
Yeah, that was fun today. And I'll tell you, one thing I got out of this club, we're talking about everybody's a garden guru. Voon Child's in Club Carolinas. And, she's been around some atypical seeds, I guess you'd say. Not that anybody here has never heard of them, but I've never bothered to grow this stuff. But Voon Child's a pretty young gardener, and she's handing out watermelon radish and lemon cucumber and cucamelon, all of which, well, I hadn't heard of watermelon radish, but the other two I had, but I've never bothered to mess with it. But she did, and she got the seed. Now I'm trying it, and you're trying them all three too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just all in 2 weeks, 14 days, 16 days. Yep. It is like anything in life. It is what you make of it. You can make your club fantastic, full force, and do nothing but hang out in your club, or you can just mess with it. Like Michael said, throw up 1 or 2 videos a year and do a little Instagram stuff.
There's people that's going to utilize it without doing any of the support system. Like I said, they want to do some type of competition thing with it, and it's going to be location versus location, and they're not going to be using any type of support system. We're perfectly fine with that, and they're going to have a lot of fun with it. I've already seen some decals and stuff, so I'm perfectly fine with that too. So there's a lot of people doing it in a lot of different ways, as long as you're getting something out of it, and that's what it's for anyway.
Hey, Canero, what do we got to say? We've been on an hour and a half. You'll have to go back and watch. There's been a lot of detailed information tonight.
Thank you for coming in, though, Jay. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Good night, Abby. Thank you.
Abby, there's a bunch of different ways to get in touch with us. If you have any more trouble, I'm pretty sure we got you straightened out. Yeah, but you can get in touch with us. We have 3 different admins, 4 different emails. You can get in touch with us in so many different ways. Just let us know, and we'll be happy to help you all week long.
Never had a lot of luck with radishes.
They're pretty easy around here for us.
Yeah, they're Eastern Ontario, practically Ottawa, actually. East.
Yeah, they're I like them. You love radishes, Jules? Love them. We can just show them.
Hey man, that was my side dish. Just 8 o'clock, 7:30, whatever. Out of the garden. Vinegar, some salt, some honey, some fresh honey, local honey. Stuck that in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Whipped them out. Better than potato chips.
North and south.
White icicle and an early scarlet.
Yes, you can. What we'd like for you to do, you don't have to. And if people that hasn't already did this, don't go back and change it. It's perfectly fine. Just pick one ID. If you want to sign in as North and South or whatever you want to, I will make your club the name whatever you want. I'll make the club separate and attach it to you. If you just don't want to mess with it and have one account, and you want to register as your club, that's perfectly fine. People did that too. It works just the same. You do however you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And ours is too, Will. Bobby just went out and dumped the whole pack or no, actually, I ain't gonna lie to you, half of it. And then when it snowed, I chunked the other half because the first half didn't come up, and now they're all coming up. That's Jules. It looks like a really grew hair.
I saw it.
It looks like a chia pet. I bet there's 256.
We've already, after tonight, we've pulled 8 foot of white icicle and early scarlet. We got 2 foot, so we got 4 foot of giant red, and we got 4 foot of that watermelon radish that Boone sent, and that's coming up. So it's like a week behind. And now we're going to put back in the white icicle and the
now what's the white icicle taste like? I still ain't got to eat none of that yet.
very, very crispy. It's a little less pop to it, you know.
Oh, it's a less spicy kind of.
Yeah, it's less spicy. It's milder, but it makes a nice crisp chip, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, they grow like they sound. It grows like an icicle. It grows like a carrot.
Cool.
Right. And we had early scarlets, which were pretty big.
Thank you, Simple and Easy.
I missed it. Oh, see you later, buddy. And now we started these giant reds. So I'm hoping. I mean, the early scarlets were big. The giant reds should be huge. But anyway, we're rotating them in like a 4x4.
Yes.
You know, and so it's going to be a while. Hey, Tony, I wanted to meet you today, man. I just had to get up there early. I know you were at church and whatnot. And then we had to head out early afternoon. Yeah, they're in Kentucky, Conrad. Yeah, I did want to meet you, Tony. That's all right. We'll meet one day. We're going to have a get-together here soon.
Yep. We're going to have a ton coming this spring, man. And so we're going to have a lot of meetup.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say we're going to have more than one, but the first one will be coming soon. Hell, we've kind of already had 2. I just missed the first one.
Also, there's a lot of people here saying that another good thing is when you have your we're leaving leftover veggies and stuff for the clubs. They're just going to come in and start doing local veggie swaps first. I think that's an awesome idea. That's really great, and by all means, I think we'd be more than happy to be a part of that also.
Absolutely. A little barter, ain't nothing wrong with a little barter.
Yeah. Because I know there's things I ain't going to be able to do right here in my garden that I absolutely refuse to even try to do anymore, that I'll be much happy to be trading some stuff that I have extra for. Absolutely.
I know in 2019, we could have kept 2 other gardeners. Didn't need to grow cucumbers. We could have given them all the cucumbers they could have handled. And last year, same thing with okra, man. I could have hooked up 2 other people with all the okra they wanted.
See, I didn't have enough last year. I'd have loved to have more pickled okra. Love it.
Oh, man.
And fried okra. I can't help it. I like fried okra.
We get by the end of it, you know, the last few weeks, it was like this. Michael is just like, screw it. You know, you can pick them every day. We got so tired of picking, like, the hell with it. We're done.
It's awesome when it's like that, though. It makes you feel good. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Wasting, but you're like, man, finally did it right.
Onion sets got eaten.
It depends on how far green is, dude. They can be pretty resilient. Seriously, I've had them come back before. Just depends on how far they come down. If you got something, if you got some compost or you got some 20, something like that, go a really light dose on them. They'll be fine. I think so. Mine was pretty rough. I got some onions that got completely leveled, and they come back, and my beans choked it. It was done. And those onions came from seed. They coming back. I bet there's 3 more inches on them. They got leveled to the ground with the beans.
Yeah, Tony, man, I wish I'd have known you 2 years ago because I could have kept you in spades with cucumbers, man. We were the cucumber. We literally were walking around with a bushel every few days, and we would take grocery bags and little plastic ones with us. And I hate plastic, but that's the way we had to do it. And we would take the bags with us and go knock on neighbors' doors, say, grab what you want. And they'd fill their bag up with cucumbers. Herbs, too. Yeah. We can grow the heck out of some herbs right here. It must be that clay. I don't know. The minerals just.
Yeah, our growth's a big. We hardly get them off before they're already. You either got to eat them fresh or chunk them. Like crazy. But yeah, Tony, we have the garden. That's what we have to do to keep up. Eat them every day, raw. Things get huge. That's the head. Oh yeah, we got to get you. No, you're fine. That's perfectly fine.
Is it a good idea to rebury onions after they get exposed?
How far down do they get exposed? You mean like all the way down to the roots or just the bulb? If it's just the bulb, you're perfectly fine. Matter of fact, I'll take a spoon and do mine on purpose. I like for mine to get kind of flat and round like the wallow a little bit. I'll dig mine out. And in my opinion, that's just my opinion, because again, I live in Zone 7B. I believe that anything under 1/4 root prune, you're perfectly fine. So, I mean, if you cut a few out, you still be all right. And that's just me. But I can tell you now, I have definitely hit mine with. You can see a lot of tutorials where they take a butter knife and you can shape it into a certain way. We call ringing out your onions.
Yeah,
I cut about 1/4 of mine before accidentally, and they've been fine.
Yeah, Conrad, man. My opinion was going to be you want them.
Exactly.
It depends on what you mean by exposed, but
when
like the crown of it, that's what you want, man.
Yeah,
you
they
take a butter knife and just ring around it and get that dirt away.
Good for them.
It'll get bigger, and then you keep doing it, especially with the wallows, the big stuff. You want big.
Yeah.
Hey, have a great night, Hickory. Chris and Steph, good peeps.
Yes. Actually, if you want to know the truth, we like to wait, like you do in South Georgia. We like to wait for that crack in the ground, what we call bulbing. Wait for them to crack and expose themselves. We know it's the last chance we give them a shot. The nutrients before we don't do it anymore. We call that bulbing. We want to see that ground break because we know that's the time to rake them out and let them go ahead and get all big, fat, and juicy. Yeah. And that's
when they push themselves. Yeah, when they push themselves up around here is when we start ringing them, which means moving the dirt away from it, and then they'll grow in. You know, you're making it less resistant, and they'll get bigger. And then when the green starts falling over, pull them.
Yeah, when they
or you could, if it's not wet, you can just let them dry out right there. But if you get in a wet area, you want to get them out and dry them.
Remember, the best advice when you see them bulb, that's about your last chance you want to give them any food or any kind of fertilizer if you're going to, is in that bulbing stage. It's about the last time you want to do it.
Yeah.
What is up, Jared and Angela? Thank you guys for coming in. I did see you register on the portal. Thank you guys. Beehive Homestead. I'm sorry. I know a lot of guys personal. I talk to a message and stuff. Like I talk to Jules on the phone all the time. So I will say her channel's name. Sorry. It's Beehive Homestead. Jared and Angela are buddies in Virginia. That's what our bee buddy. If I got anything to do with bees, that's one of the people I'm going to definitely be talking to. We love Beehive Homestead.
Hey, Pete's Little Homestead. Jules, I'm looking forward to planting the cucumber seeds you sent me. I hope they work up there, man. I swear by Carolina Hybrid. And again, me and Michael were just talking about that today. I forgot. I had sent him some of that.
Yeah, I got mine started already.
I hope it hits for you, Pete. I think it will. I think you got similar soil we have around here. As I say, either it do or it don't, but I think it will. And then Garden State, I'm not sure.
I don't know who you're talking
For 7B, I think a good chunk of New Jersey 7B. I know y'all got some kick butt blueberries up there in 7B. But in North Carolina, we're on the Piedmont.
If I didn't say good night to them guys, good night, Hickory Crop, Chris and Steph. Thank you guys. I'm bad. I don't even know if I said good night to them or not. But anyway.
Oh, that moved fast there during that 1042, 1043.
Yeah, I love my outdoor people, man. They always try to take care of me. Whether they plant the first seed or not, they're always loyal. I love them people, man. It's just a great community that you build over time, meeting people and stuff. It's awesome.
Did you see the Best Life 1042 on the garlic?
No.
Basically, the depth, I'd say 1.5 inches, right?
Yes, on that video of mine, I'm pretty sure I stated in my November how to plant fall garlic. I'm pretty sure I stated from the top of the garlic, I was about 2.5 inches to the top of the soil from the top of that garlic bulb. And then I put like, I don't know, maybe 6 inches of leaves over top of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not that deep. He's right. From the top of the garlic, it's like 2.5, 3 inches. And then later on, we'll move the leaves back out of the way in the springtime and add one more, probably 3-inch layer of compost. But that's how, again, we watch our garlic bulb and stuff like that. And right before the flower, we'll hit them one more time because we always let those go to seed and pull them up. But we got both kinds planted. We do them both ways. They all in about 4 inches apart. Big old tractor tire full of it.
A good general rule for just about anything is 3 times the size.
Yeah, on the depth. Yeah, there's always a good general rule for like that.
Yeah, so, you know, your garlic clove is 1/2 inch, then you go 1.5 inches or 2.
Thank you guys. By, like I say, 24 hours, usually I'll have you active, and it don't take no time. Just a few button clicks. I don't really have to do a lot of coding for it, so we'll have you active in no time. And Chris, I didn't see you come in. Thank you for coming in, Bubba.
No, it's Best Life from Chris. I think, yeah.
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 Good folks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Beehive Homestead Guru page. You need to start something in Virginia, boy, or Southwest Virginia.
I think I was looking for a club. They had asked him about looking, but y'all were doing good with what you got going on over there, especially with all the seed starts and the vegetables and stuff y'all doing. The raised beds was awesome. That was a great tutorial. We'd be proud to have you as Virginia representative, guys. It's up to you, though. Like we said, you do what you want to do. But yes, if you can't find one in Virginia, then if you don't want to start one, just keep using the hashtag, man. We're perfectly fine with it.
The Best Life says I better get some more dirt on my garlic. When did you plant those, man? My garlic are up. Like they're yeah.
But you know, I will say it's a sad story, but you guys will see over my shoulder in my garden in my videos in the summer. Our garlic and onions, we do like potatoes. We don't care what time of year it is. We're always trying to make sure we got it in the garden. So we got winter garlic, fall garlic, spring garlic. We don't care.
Yeah.
We just going to keep it planted. So we know there's always better times, but it's like taters. I'm always going to have spuds growing somewhere because we constantly using them. There's so many uses for them, you know? So,
yeah, I was talking to my brother about onions, and I was talking to him about putting them up and this, that, and the other. And he said, I can't tell you. I said, man, all this stuff you got going on, he ain't never not. I mean, he puts up a little bit in the summer, right, Michael?
Yeah.
But he's never got, for the most part, he never is in a situation where there ain't no onion in the ground. He's always got onion in the ground. Like, how do you do that, man?
You know? I love it.
He's just got it going on.
I love it that way. I would do it that way.
I don't know about doing garlic in the spring. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we're like what a couple hours from at least 3 from each one of those. We're like when we say Piedmont, we're pretty close.
Yeah, think Roanoke to Charlotte. Roanoke, Virginia, straight down to Charlotte. That's most of the Piedmont. And then from like Jibo over to Raleigh, there's still Piedmont in there where the zoo is. It's kind of like a trapezoid. And then west of us is mountains. And then east of Raleigh is what we call down east. And that's when you hit the fall line where the rivers drop off and hit the old ocean bed. That's all sandy loam down there. And then even after that, when you get to the coast, that's a whole different thing too. There's really 4 zones. And where we live, there's mountains east of us and west of us, but we're not in the mountains more than less.
Yeah.
It's an interesting state.
It really is.
It's not Kansas.
We do too, Michelle. We try to keep it going all year long. Soft neck, hard neck, the big elephant, we always try to keep it. That and onions. We don't care how weird we look. We always try to keep it growing. This year we're going to try to do lettuce the same way. At least some romaine and Tejon. We try to keep it going whole.
I don't know if this is Michelle or Rob. I guess it's Michelle, but I planted it, then read how to plant it.
I did that a couple of times.
Nothing wrong with that. There's not a darn thing wrong with that.
No. I think some of us can admit we planted it and then read how to take care of it and go, whoa, I can't even go be able to grow this. I know people, it's all right. We all do some stuff like that.
And Voone's having issues with the garlic. And I don't know what the deal is.
I will tell you though, Boone, the one thing that I will say that gives me the most success is my baking soda soak. We like to soak ours in that solution because
Be right back.
that powder, all right, man, that powder that sticks to it when it dries, we think helps protect it all through the winter because you got to think about the snow and all the moisture that comes in with it. The first thing it sets up at is just like an onion. It's going to be mushy, crappy mold. And in our video, we take like I think it's maybe 3/4 or half a cup of baking soda and put it in there and just let it soak. And then we lay them out and let them dry. And it's a really good protection. And the only thing we do different after that, I think, is like a 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper to keep the molds off of it when spring does come around. But that pretty much alone, I think we give me and Bobby owes a lot of success to our garlic because of the just so wet here where we at all the time. And plus we do raised beds, and you know what our raised beds are, it's old manufactured rubber. But anyway, it holds a lot of moisture. So we got to make sure we keep it off of them. And baking soda, that baking soda soak does really good for us. That may be one thing. I mean, because you do use a lot of containers and raised beds. The baking soda thing really does help with the rot and the mold and keeps all the disease at bay, while they're doing their thing. It's in there somewhere. I think it's planting fall garlic or whatever, cayenne pepper and all that stuff. Yeah, we put it in there. Oh, Bam, thank you for coming in, my patriot brother. Thank you very much. It's pretty easy though, Boone. And if we already have trouble with mold already. We already got little routes going everywhere, but cayenne pepper is a perfect thing to keep them off your garlic. Just in the same hole, just get about 1/8 of a teaspoon in there. Because if you have molds, you can plant it and think it's supposed to come up, and it won't be there no more because they'll come in from under your container beds to take them out. You back, buddy? But it's awesome we got on Garden Chat now, and we've kind of got all of the guru issues. That's all I wanted this live for anyway. Make sure we got all the questions took care of.
Oh, you were talking to me. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to Spike.
Yeah, I was. But, I was talking to you when you first came in. We got everything done as far as the questions go, which is what I wanted to do anyway. I love that.
Right.
Which makes it a lot smoother than I thought they was going to, because we're not really having a lot of issues at all.
Yeah, I'd say for 2 weeks in, and everybody should applaud Michael. He's the one programming all this stuff. We're not using plugins, or he's not using plugins. He's actually programming it with his little bitty fingers there on the keyboard.
Yeah, which ain't fun, because I hit a bunch of keys at the same time. Conrad, we do what we like to do that we've learned from somebody else is slicing and just grilling them. And we also use it, dehydrate it for mince, for the big chunks of mince. That's pretty much it. We don't use it the same way we do ours.
Hey, can I make a suggestion here?
Yes, sir. Anything you want.
Where we live, if you want watercress and stevia, start that stuff inside in a pot. I'd say about a week before Christmas. That crap takes forever, man.
White peppers, or what was it? Do it takes
watercress and stevia, and I like
it next year if you want it now.
Oh my god,
I love it.
I'm thinking about emptying those pots out, put something that's going to come in quick. I'm tired of waiting on that stuff. But the garlic we got doing pretty well. The elephant garden. I saw Michael's elephant garlic today. That stuff is kicking ass.
I think the ones that them little floppy, where the leaves folded over from that hard frost, it was odd. I ain't never had to try to catch them up like that, but I think it wasn't 2020. It was calcium nitrate in little chunk form, and I went out there right before that heavy rain. And if y'all don't know by now, I watch a lot of Hoss Tools. I don't care. I've been doing it before I have a channel. I've always liked to watch them. And they always said if your garlic most of the time gets hit really bad from a frost like that, it takes a lot to get it to react. Well, right in the bend of my leaves, my elephant garlic folded and turned yellow from the frost where it was so bad.
Yeah.
We didn't cover anything. So I went out, I bought some 2020, not 2020, but calcium nitrate 1500, and went out there with a fourth of a cup and put it out there. And them things just grew 2 more rungs. They're doing awesome. So, I mean, they came back really strong, which is what I love. Them guys are in South Georgia, but, I still learn something from them. So I love it. They're coming back pretty good. So I think it won't be but maybe 3-4 more weeks, and we'll be doing a harvest video on some of them. We already got the little bulb coming up on some of them. So I'm excited about that. Thank you, Bradley. It's just, we think it's just going to take off by itself because good people's getting involved. And when you got something good, and ain't a lot of bull crap that comes along with it, it's going to grow all by itself. And it already has. Our club's doing some crazy things. Like me and Jules, y'all know people just hear say it over and over again, but we just didn't expect it to do what it was going to do. So
no,
I'm really proud of it.
No. Yeah, it happened quick. That's how it worked. It's either people either going to do it or not. I mean, it's not a. Got to be careful with my words, but you know what I mean. Like it's up to the individual clubs. You either make it work or you don't. And we're going to do our Gardengurus over the top stuff. Who had the best this, that, and the other, and you never know. We might get into regional get-togethers where,
yes,
people in New England get together, or people in Ontario get together, or people in, the Southeast, whatever. I know a group that used to do that, outdoors folks. They called it YouTubery. Met at a place in Kentucky and had a catfish pond. They'd have a chili cook-off and catfishing, and they just catch up on what they're interested in, which is a lot of survivalist kind of stuff, but not prepping type stuff, but like surviving in the woods in a hard situation, making sure you got all your stuff together. Always good to carry a compass, ain't it there, Michael? Especially if you drive out to see Michael. I'm going to give everybody a hint here. If you drive out to see Michael, you want to take a paper map and a compass just in case. Because I told my wife as we're getting closer, I said, read those directions now and memorize it because your phone's about to cut off.
Yep, it's out here. We got neighbors, but once we get out of our driveway about 38 feet, we got nothing either. That's it. We don't got it.
I have a compass. Boone, you get lost in your own city. Don't be lying to me.
And Jared and Angela
that was me. Never mind.
I did little tomatoes, and their seedlings coming along. They're a new channel, and they're new gardeners, but now he's an experienced beekeeper. And people like that are going to benefit from Gardengurus the most. Those guys are already coming a long way. Like that dude can turn around now and like you can name quite a few varieties of vegetables. He already knows how to crack them. They're propagating their stuff. It's pretty awesome to watch someone like that grow. And then they just pop on. And then you got bigger channels coming down that's starting from people like that. It's awesome how it's all started together. And no matter what, because the account you have, you're just a number. Like Garden Gurus, you ain't a number. It's more than a hashtag. It's more than a sub count. You're people, and eventually it spiders down into you. You're just family, pretty much. That's what we're considering now in our club. It's just like one big family.
Yep.
And it's awesome.
Absolutely, man. Transplanted my pepper to solo cup. I'll tell you, best life. Last year, I started eggplant in pints, pint size, green, big size pots. This year, I started them in 3 inches, peat pots, and I'll never do that again. I don't even know why I thought that'd be a good idea. Because they got plenty of room. They're not going to get root bound. You don't have to up plant them. I'm rethinking this whole thing, to be honest. Thinking I'm going to start stuff about a week or two before, and then a little bit of, inches.
Yeah.
A 3-pack plastic. I think I'm going to start them a week or two before, and then when they come up, forget hardening them off. I'm just sticking them right in the damn ground. Because if you planted the seed in the ground, that there ain't no hardening off. They come up in the ground, they're outside anyway, right?
Yeah.
So for the little dudes, I'm not planting them so early. And for stuff like an eggplant or a okra, something like that, I'm gonna start them in big pots and let them do their thing.
We don't do a lot of hardening off. I kind of follow Travis on the hardening off thing. If it's not going to be a 25-degree difference, regardless of what the outdoor temperature is. Once I see some roots coming in those little bitty pods, y'all see the little pitty pads that I love to grow in most of the time.
Yeah.
They stay outside. And if it's a 25-degree difference, I might bring them in, but I let nature harden them off. And for the most part, we really don't bring them in unless it hits those 30s that me and you've been talking about for Wednesday and Thursday. But yeah, we don't work really hard hardening our plants off either. We let nature do it.
Well, last year, we hadn't really met yet, so you probably didn't catch all that. But I started okra. Believe it or not, I started okra in a cardboard egg carton, right? And I put them in there. I mean, that ain't nowhere near to the depth you need for okra. But I wanted to see. And I put some aluminum foil on the lid, put it on an aluminum outdoor kitchen for the heat,
Yeah.
And they did all right. They did really good, actually. And I started some in the little plastic things, and I put some straight in the ground. So I did 3 different things. All right. So some jumped early, and the ones that went in the ground were weeks behind. And guess what?
What's that?
Didn't make a damn bit of difference. By the end of the day, they were all 12 foot tall. It just didn't matter, man, because they liked the heat. And when the heat came, they all caught up with each other.
Yeah. Once you make it happy, boy. Now that jambalaya I got now, it's not supposed to get any more than 3 foot. It's like a momentum bean.
Mm-hmm.
If you're behind on okra, that's one of the things you want to plant. If you want to get overloaded, like you do in cucumbers, that's what jambalaya is for. It's like a momentum bush bean. It's to put your stuff back. So if you're gonna plant jambalaya, you need to be ready to put some okra away because it's coming.
Why didn't you give me any, Mr.
I told you to take you a plant. They already had okra on them.
I missed that. I was focused on something else, I guess.
That's the good thing about it. We used to club. We already in club. You can get one pretty easy. You can have a solo cup with okra in it already in a couple of days. It ain't gonna be hard.
North and South says it's putting the avatar pic upside down.
Hey, I said it. I gave him while you was talking. I gave him a thumbs up. Told him I'd fix it. I ain't never seen him do that before, but we'll fix it. It's probably in the code or something. We'll fix it. That's pretty funny though. That can be a factor, my friend. Sometimes either the soil ain't hot enough, or if you get it too hot, it'll cause mold and different kind of germs you don't want, and they won't pop. They just turn into a little mushy ball. You can get them too hot though, for sure.
Oh,
awesome! Now look, we are almost. I'm gonna make sure I'm off here at least before 11:30, so we can take about an hour and a half, transfer these chicks out of these things. I'm excited. I'm going to film the all the hatching though, because the first video we had was all of us putting the eggs in for the first hatch, and then we linked it to the very first hatching video that we put up because Hendrix's video, and it was the first time we'd hatched Rhode Island Reds. So now this time the new video is actually these chickens here being linked from that one and this new hatch coming out. So we're going to record all this. It's all the blues that you've seen today. We have about 15 or 20 of them, and then the little speckled small ones, the little show chickens in the back. We have a bunch of them.
Beth really loved those bantams, man.
Everybody that don't even want to keep chickens for any other than the pet part loves those little bitty little show chickens, the little bantams. I got to start doing more videos of them because everybody seems to like them. We got a order for next year. It's already like on a half a year waiting list as soon as we get started after we do 65 of them. That's pretty good for no more than we've exposed in little things.
I don't know if you caught it, but when we were sitting there, you could see her kind of drooling over those bantams, right?
Yeah.
And I could see a pet chicken coming. And that's when I said, hey, what you use that rope for? Processing? I shut that stuff right down. I killed the mood. You didn't catch that, did you?
No, I did, but I didn't. Because I did a double take and I looked at the rope and I looked at it, like, yeah.
Yeah, of course, but I just wanted to make sure she knew what it was for. These aren't pets.
Those little things, man. I think we drove an hour and a half to pick up 2 of those. I will not say what we paid for them, but everybody wants them. And we put 2 videos and that's it. And just off those 2 videos, we got a pretty good waiting list for them. So we're going to start exposing them more. But they're called mottled. That's the way their pattern does breed true. It breeds to the next set of chicks. So it's they're pretty awesome, and we was happy to get them. This is the first time, and we got some in the incubator, and she went broody, and Bobby's like, you know what, just sit on them. So we're gonna have way more than we need. So also, while I'm here, Bomber Steve's in here. It made me think. Love Bomber Steve and Sweeney's Creek, everything he's connected to. The giveaway on this painting. Will and Bomber Steve and some other people was asking. I did say at 500, I was going to give a painting away. I don't keep up with numbers, and I've been working. They brought it to my attention. I completely forgot. We're almost an extra 100. What I'm going to do is I'm either going to do custom channel art for whoever wins, or I'm just going to probably post up 3 paintings and let everybody pick which one we're going to give away because I got so many of them. I'll probably do a video and just let everybody pick the painting that they want to give away, and then we'll have a drawing for it. I know I'm 100 subs late, and there's people that still waiting on it because there's people that want a painting. I promise that giveaway is coming. Also, a lot of people do know, I said me and Jules was going to announce it, and we will eventually, to get people used to the forum and the portal sometime soon. I don't know when, but we are going to get together, and we're going to do a type of challenge. On the page somewhere, there's going to be a secret password. Everybody will go flushing around, going to the forums, trying to find a password. Go back to the main site and put it in that challenge thing. That's why you can't get in there. It's waiting for a password. There'll be a word behind that page, and you'll go put it in wherever the instructions are. And we're going to give stuff away. The only reason why we're doing that is to get people used to the forum, posting on the forum, how to go through threads, and how to post. That's going to help you learn how to post for your club, recruit, go to your members page, find your members. Right. That's the only reason why we're doing it. It helps you go find the passwords, go back to your main page, and it kind of be like a scavenger hunt. It ain't going to be, some small giveaways. We're going to make it worth it, but we're going to do some of those to help you get used to the website as well. And we're not going to bring them out. Everybody's going to have a chance to be a part of it, and we're going to decide it together and agree on when we're going to do it and let everybody know before we go springing it. But the only reason why we're doing that is just to help everybody get a little bit more familiar, get active over there, and start learning how to use the page.
Dig around. Yep. Hey, Bradley White, thank you. Loads of soil, manure, and compost I've made. Yeah. That's the way I do it. And that clay is going to be loaded full of minerals anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't mind it around here. We're used to it. The only thing me and Jules, we always add a little something different. It gets too bad. I just like to throw a little peat moss in with my clay. We already got compost from the chickens and everything. Just texturize it, but yeah, we don't throw that stuff away. We just know how to amend it and work with it. We can make stuff grow pretty good with clay.
Yeah, we just talking about that today. Now you're working with 5 acres, but truly, a smaller place, even the stuff I got, you don't even have to amend all the stuff. You can find your, if you want 1 foot or 2 foot, you find your spots and you just amend those spots where you're going to plant your plants.
Yeah.
So those roots can get unbound and they're going to find that clay, and the clay is full. As long as it's not really that gray, wet clay, as long as it's draining well, which where I live, it's all going downhill so that it does. You can, what I call spot treat it instead of fixing everything, just spot treat it. Kind of like what Michael's got going on now with the irrigation system. He's drip taping and the water comes out right where the plant's planted, and the nutrition too, because he's tapped into the water. And the other thing about that is he ran that water first so he could see where the spots were, and then he planted the plants where the water's coming out. In other words, he did the irrigation first, then put the plants in. He didn't put the plants in and try to irrigate to them. But it's the same idea. I mean, you don't need everything to be perfect if you're only going to grow in certain spots of that, whatever it is. What is yours, like 12 by 40?
What's that?
That bed we were looking at today?
It's 20 foot across. It's over 20 foot across and 100 foot long.
20 by 100.
Yeah.
Well, it's over. Trust me, I guess I'm not a surveyor.
Yeah, so
100 foot.
Yeah, so when you're standing at it, the part that's already chipped, just that part that's chipped is 20 foot wide. The new part,
yeah,
right. I know maybe an extra 10, but long ways all the way down is 104 foot.
No shit.
But yeah, we're getting pretty close to 3,500 square foot right there in that little fenced in area. So, and then we did the chips, but the chips keep the moisture in, but the drip tape is 8 mil thick, not the 15 or whatever, because we're going to move it. Eventually it'll be permaculture, but I just wanted to make sure that I turned the water on and I could find those emitters, and I put the plant roots right on that emitter. Therefore, we're not feeding the roots. I mean, we're not feeding the weeds, all the fertilizer.
Yeah.
The entire garden don't get any water at all unless it rains. So we're cutting down on a bunch of diseases that way too. And we're cutting way down the water and getting the roots along with the food too. So we'll see how it works. This is the first time we're implementing it.
Before we go to Bomber Steve, I just want to say I didn't mean to say you were doing something bad there on bringing that clay in on the 5 acres, Bradley.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with you 100%. I was just talking in general. The smaller stuff, you don't, I've had a lot of comments on that clay video, amended it, and I'm like, just go watch the rest of my videos and look at my 12-foot okra and my freaking bean plant that went 25 foot up a tree and tell me I don't know what I'm doing on clay. Yeah, I think I figured it out.
As far as clay goes, like our eggplants, we don't have to do nothing but just go chunk eggplants out, and I don't even like them, and they'll grow extensively crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some of the stuff does great, and we really don't have to do a whole lot to it to get the other stuff to do good. But for me, it's just a texture thing, because like I said, we already run our chickens over top of everything for half a season anyway, and then you walk on it after chickens, and it feels like a fluffy carpet. It's already aerated, sterilized, and then fertilized to the max, and it has to be mixed. So
I thought your bed looked great today.
Yeah, if you can tell though, where the rain washed most of it down on the bottom part, it's really black, and it gets more red clay up toward the road because it's on the slope a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's that spot I was telling you about today. The bottom, that west side of that north bed, you can grow anything down there. And I mean, like, it's a bonanza. We had a freaking cherry tomato bush, not a vine, a bush, cherry tomato bush. That thing was big around as a dining room table. And we didn't pick any, we might have picked a third of it because we didn't like pick it and put it up anywhere, not even for a day. We didn't have to. I mean, it was just, there they are, go get some. It was huge. And we had zucchini out there that went crazy, put one Boston pickler in there one year and put up like 5 quarts off of one plant. Yeah, I'm gonna say Boonchild. You need that magic touch. Bomber Steve's out there killing it on that house.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Y'all need a reality show, Steve.
Yeah, I like it when
Well, I guess you kind of have one. I've been following that.
Jared and all them get in there with the live. Like I said, I love my stream fam. Bradley, Bomber Steve, Swings Creek, Silhouette Park Farm. I love them all, man.
Thank you, Bradley. Yeah, it's really here. That's it, man.
So have we got pretty much everybody cleared on the Gurus portal thing? Like, I want to make sure. I think we got Abby settled until we get off of the thing. I'm pretty sure she's happy. Will, you have like 3 accounts. You just pick one and sign in now that the portal's working. You have any more issues, you got our personal stuff, just let us know. We'll get you in like as soon as you try. But at least it's working and you got 3. You can do it. We're supposed to be hitting up with Angela and him eventually for some bees.
Do you mean to take that back off? I thought that was fascinating.
Was it? I can't. No, I don't. When I take it off my hand, I always hit the mouse back on like I'm trying to drag it and it cuts it off.
Pink lemonade blueberries.
Man.
Okay.
Awesome. What if that affect the honey taste when your bees be pulling the pollen off that thing? I know Jake Nunya, his honey. I've had tons of honey, but just the way the flowers that they have planted around there, it is a whole different taste. It's just crazy how it affects the taste of the honey. It's awesome. I can't remember what he said it was, but it was definitely local to his area, man. It's just a way different taste. Really good, though.
Yeah, Pete, I don't know if you saw my last vlog, but I got some of those Chinese noodle beans you sent me. They're ready to go, and they're sitting under that dogwood, so I'm going to try to get them up as big as I can. And Bomber Steve, I watched one of the early ones when y'all had it. Brought back memories, man, when y'all had that thing up and just the frames up on the, the 2x4 frames and all. I was just looking at it. I was like, man, that's a hell of a project. It's really fun to watch y'all going about it.
Yeah, that's the thing, Jared. The local. That's another thing about the what's going around your area. Always gives a specific taste of your honey. That's what makes it so excited about being able to taste everybody's different stuff. Because as far as Carolina honey and Virginia around here goes, all we've really got to get our hands on is the around here the Amish places that have it. And I'm not knocking it by no means, but if it's anything like Nunya's, the home honey right here, I'd really like to try something close to home because I know it can get pretty amazing.
Well, Beehive, you can join Club Carolinas, dude.
Yeah, we ain't gonna make you stay in Virginia, but you know that. Well, I mean, we're already hooking up and gonna meet eventually anyway. You're already Club Carolina, but you just don't have to be. You already know you're that kind of fan. We're gonna be doing some meetups and bee things anyway. I'm gonna be loving that, Bomber Steve. Bobby will say that'll be mine. I pick on her ever since she's called you Asia. I pick on her. So, guys, listen, I'm not getting a lot more info here on the Gardengurus. Y'all guys have tons of ways to get in touch with me. The site, if you guys hadn't noticed on the main index page, I added a counter. That's just so I can keep up. But if you want to really look at the growth, we're not joshing you on the response. It's really crazy how fast the counter has grew. I put that counter on somewhere around 3 days ago, and we're almost at 1,000 hits already. And that's not me. I'm doing everything on text document on my computer, so that's you guys. So I appreciate everybody going on and practicing and getting inside the portal and leaving all the comments. If you guys ain't major, I mean, I know you've registered. If you're planning on being active, make sure you at least make 1 or 2 posts. So you'll get that star by your name and be recognized as registered and active. And then I can see your name light up and do a whole lot more with your account and give you a lot more options and stuff that needs to be added on if you're going to be working it. Like I said, if you have any questions, I have 3 different ways you can contact me alone. If I'm programming, you will see my light up on the page on the portal. I'll be lit up. I'm never invisible. So you guys can contact me if you see my light on coding. I'll help you then. I don't have a problem stopping and helping you out. We're all supposed to be learning this together, which is why I don't mind you messaging me and going on there. If you find the mistake, you're not aggravating me. We're supposed to be doing this together. So by the time it's all finished, we'll have these bugs worked out together, and you guys can just keep on growing.
Good night, Conrad. Thanks for coming too.
Thanks for coming in and being a part of it. So we really appreciate you guys coming on. Use it however you want to, and we really appreciate it.
Bradley said, "I thought I ate a lot of honey, then I got my own beehive."
That's what I know is going to happen over here. Bobby's like, she's not going to be able to keep any because of me, Marty, and Hendrix. She can make like strawberry jam in 1 week, and she'll make it. Man, it's gone, man. Like it's ridiculous how fast this stuff goes. Runs the same way, so they don't last long. Heck yeah. Thank you guys again, though. We appreciate it. Anybody else got anything we need to clear up before we go? I do want to thank everybody for coming in. I know some of my other guys, like Mikey Turner and all them guys that went live tonight, is going to come back and watch. So I know how you guys do, and I know you're going to listen to the end. And so this is me saying goodnight. I appreciate you guys for coming in and listening after the fact, because you don't have to come back after your live and support. So thank you guys for listening. Everybody else in the chat, thank you guys for coming in and being a part of Gurus, however you're being a part of it, or just coming in and saying, hey, we appreciate it. Me and Jules both love having these chats and watching how this thing is growing so fast. I'm trying to make it where all you guys can go and see all the response and the growth that's happening behind the stage. I'm trying to get some analytics up and going, because you'd be excited about it too if you knew all the response it's getting. I really do appreciate all the support and everybody coming on board. We just want to keep doing this until everybody gets used to everything and is growing the way they want to. So
it's a nice feeling that we had this idea and it's growing fast. And I just want to say, Michael's humble, but I'll say it. We're not benefiting from this. We're putting in a lot more. This is not for us. This is for everybody. I don't know how to put it without sounding. I don't want to get into all that, but this is good. This is a good thing, and it's not about
from a good place. It came from a good idea.
Yeah, it's not about growing anything. It's about putting something out there people can use. And Michael here did a hell of a job on the webpage. I mean, he really has. So if you guys get frustrated, man, just take it slow.
Just remember, it's just one person over here trying to code while they run their own business, and also try to be a homesteader and homeschool 2 kids at the same time. So I'll get to you, I promise.
All right, Bomber Steve, I appreciate that, man.
Thank you, sir. We sure do appreciate you. Chris, thank you guys for coming in. And Will. We love it, sharing you guys, man. Pete, thank you. Again, Bubba, you've been our number one since we was what? Before we was 100 subs, Pete. We love you. We love you, man. We sure do appreciate your support. And we still supporting you in what you're doing, And to the other 2 people, I promise, Tony does have your name. He does know your channel by heart, because we talked on the phone after Jules left. So Ginger Ninja and Sarah, you guys will be getting that box. It'll be coming to you eventually. I think it's neat that Glenn and them might get in and do a collab thing together on the seed box. That ain't been done before, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be
cool. Thank you, Will. Appreciate it, buddy. Jules, thank you for coming on. I know you're tired, man, after the 2-hour drive and the 4-hour hangout in the sun. We didn't even go in the house today. We stayed outside the entire
time. I was driving back. I was like, damn, we never even went in the house. It's all good, though. I love it outside. I love to be outside anyway.
That's where, if you come over, that's Boone. The only thing that put us in the house was the rain and the food. We stayed outside, man. That's where we keep it at. We love it.
I'll let you sign off, man. I'll jump off here if you rapping. You rapping?
Well, yeah, we got to go throw some eggs around and then I think we pretty much cleared everything up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna have a lot of fun, Chad. It's always boring without my partner Bobby here. She's the fun side of it, and Jules is the pretty side. So if I'm just gonna be here by myself, I'm signing off too. I tried to get this dude. I offered him a kiss. He was trying to take a video, and I said, "You want me to squat down so you'll feel small? Because I'm pretty big." And I tried to make him ready.
You need to go check Instagram, brother. I'll put something up.
I offered him a big old wet kiss. And Jules, Jules can turn red, but he turned pretty bright red. So you see his face. I'm always making weird comments. He's like, "What? He's just saying that."
I put one on. See, Boonchild seen it. She says, "Great picture."
Oh, I hadn't seen it yet. Bobby was down. She's like, "I got to text Jules and get some of those." So we hadn't even seen him yet. But yeah, man, you can sign off with me. You can do the regular sign off if you want to, because I'm going. I got to go do some chickens.
All right, well, yeah, let's do the regular sign off. You want to?
Thank everybody for coming in. We love you guys. If you need us, get in touch with us. That's what we're doing this for. And then we're good, y'all. We will catch you on the next one. Ready, Jules?
Yeah.
For the next one. 3,
3, 2, 1.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace, y'all.